boy! Did I need my life to be any harder? Double click on yourself and then roll.
Perfect. Just what I normally get.
Well, I mean, it is above a 5, so you are above average here.
I just realized I rolled that 20 on the hags. Cool.
Neat.
Alright, Anders!
Oh.
Or sorry, Darren. You're caught by that much surprise, huh?
I suppose I am.
Start Bart. Normally I wouldn't roll for Sibo, but he ain't here, so unfortunately, let's get this moving.
Very appropriate that Darren's going last.
By the way, the hag that's above Delana,
Mm-hmm.
I hexed it, and I hexed its strength.
Right, yeah, you ended up. Yeah, that's right. You hex its strength, okay. Right there, if I can remember it. Alright. Fucking Anders is gonna go up. Oh, there's Sibo. Hey, perfect.
Oh, hi, Sibo.
Hey.
Hey, Sibo, you want to roll your initiative real quick? I rolled for you, but I can let you roll your own initiative.
Sure.
Unless it's more than a 22, I'm imagining Anders is going first regardless.
I don't think that's possible for me. No, so. Oh, it's as close as I could have gotten though.
Oh, shit.
Another net
Nat
20.
20.
Very
Really is.
nice.
You didn't click on yourself. How
I
dare you?
totally did.
The game says you didn't. How dare you?
Dang.
You dying on this, Sibo?
Slowly.
Well,
That's
stop it.
fair.
You're not allowed to.
Anders gonna pop his blade song right off the bat, give himself that +4 AC, faster acrobatics, yada yada yada. Darren's behind him, so he's gonna try to go and help put the stabby stab on the haggy hag. How about that stabby stab?
Does he blade song?
He does blade song. That is just gonna hit. For 6 points of damage. They whisper, fuck. He has nothing else to do besides just stab him in the face. Sneak attack, yada yada. Unfortunately, that misses though. Le Hags. The one in front of Delana stands up at that point. Actually pauses to take a quick look at you, Delana. And you see a toothy, missing gaps grin. Kind of look towards you. Takes the power by force, will you? Not today. She's gonna try to claw you in the face. Nat 20. Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Well,
Are you fucking kidding me right now?
rip Delana.
Holy shit, it rolled high.
Rip Delana.
Yep.
21 points of slashing damage.
Fuck.
I go nighty night.
Okay.
So, Shami, you might not have to actually try to leave because we're just all gonna die.
Sounds like it. I mean, this hag did just dead.
Literally.
Literally two-shot me. So
Digs his claws to that one missing chink in the side of your body, and they sting all the way until you feel it pierce into the deeper section of your body. As it pulls out, you just plump onto the ground. Christ!
I didn't even get a chance to do a fucking trip attack on it.
Not even.
You know, I don't think I've done a successful maneuver yet with this character.
No, you did.
No, you have. You have.
I know you've done it once.
Did I hit with them?
Yes.
I know you tripped something.
Yeah, you did trip something. I don't remember what. I think it was a bandit.
You've tripped someone and you've pushed someone. I don't remember. Yeah.
Okay.
The other one is not happy with. I've got another nat 20.
Rippy dippy.
Alright.
How?
Everyone ready for their new
the
characters?
Exact same damage too. I'm screen capping that because that is. I don't even. How do I even? How do I
those,
even?
Those lizard folk that beat us before.
How do I even? It's not only both nat 20s, but they're both the exact same damage.
Hacks?
Well, that one was for Anders, so he now takes 21 points of damage, so he is bad. Hey,
Oh, he's
Zero,
alive.
what do you want to do? Delana just got whapped in the face, and Anders looks like he's about to fall over.
Oh my. Let me check good old movement.
I still can't do that fucking arrow thing.
Well,
Yeah.
Delana sure is better when they're up. So I'll move over behind Delana.
Okay.
And I will cure wounds Delana.
Go for it. 2 nat 20 to start off. What the fuck? 7 hit points. Brought back to consciousness. The blood no longer flowing. Prone on the ground. Sweet Jesus.
Hey, you get your turn now.
You do get your turn now.
Yeah,
action, Sibo? Anything?
Nope.
Okay.
How do I heal from this screen?
He's doing it on roll 20.
Okay.
How do what?
Because in D&D Beyond, I put in the damage and it's like, cool, saving throws. And it's like, there's no possibility of me healing. So I don't know.
Yeah, you just gotta add health to yourself, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, it's giving me no input.
If you just click anywhere other than where the dots for failure or success,
Oh
you
yeah.
can then
literally
add healing.
Yeah.
Oh,
if you literally
okay.
click on any of that box at all, it'll give you the option.
Okay, cool.
Yep. So what you up to?
Well, oh, is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn. You went down, you got up, and now you're prone on the ground. It's your turn.
Okay, then I need to... Where's that fucking fighter thing? Second wind.
Okay, so bonus action, second wind. Go ahead and roll your d12. D12 plus 3, I think.
It's
D12
a D10 plus 3.
Oh.
Yeah.
How do I
Raise the
roll
D12.
it here?
I think you can just right there, no? Yeah, literally just click on the D10.
okay.
There you go. Yep.
Nice.
Cool.
Okay, so that's your bonus action.
Okay. And I'm probably prone at this point.
Yep.
Half your movement to get up doesn't provoke attack of opportunity.
Yep.
It doesn't matter. I can smash her ankles just as...
You have disadvantage while you're melee attacking.
Oh, well, fuck. I have to get up then.
Yep.
Because there's no way I can hit shit. Half the time
You can barely hit shit standing, let alone on the ground.
Yeah.
I probably couldn't hit shit with advantage, let alone disadvantage. You kidding me?
Alright, so you stand
that
up.
attitude. You're gonna hit.
Stand up for half your movement.
So used half my movement to stand up. I've used a bonus action for second wind.
Yep.
Then think I just swing on a bitch.
Swing on the bitch. 15
Eh?
does not hit. It's a good try, but it does not hit, unfortunately.
Okay. Hold on.
You got 15 feet of movement if you want it.
Do I have that action surge?
Yes, you do, because nothing's happened today.
Okay, we're dumping an action surge here.
Oh, first round action surge. Let's do it.
Waiting for that nat 1.
Two questions. Wait, so nothing has happened today? I had like 2 spell slots gone. I don't remember.
Yeah, nothing has happened today, so you shouldn't have those spells
Yeah.
gone. You should only have that cure wounds gone.
All right, even better then. All right.
That hits, so go ahead and roll your damage.
All right. Which one do I roll for damage?
Literally just click on the purple thing
D8.
right here and roll 20. You can literally click on the purple.
Oh, okay. That works.
And then you're one-handing, so 5.
It's been so long since I've hit with an attack, I forgot how to roll damage. And, hold on, because I hit, I'm going to spend a superiority dice and make a trip attack. I need a strength saving throw from them. Maneuver a trip attack. When you hit with... can I send this over to Roll20 somehow?
You click display in VTT. It should be near the top.
What happened?
Thank you. So I did hit.
There, we're done. Oh yeah, so you can add a superiority die. And then strength saving throw. Okay, so go ahead and roll the die, which I think is a D8 for you.
Yeah.
If you want, you can just do /R.
Is that the button? There we go. Okay.
There you go. Yep. So extra 6.
And it's a DC 13 strength.
Okay, and then Hex, so she has disadvantage on this, correct?
Hopefully.
Is Hex... I thought it was ability checks on Hex.
I believe so as well, not saves.
Yeah, if it's a strength save, then yeah.
Yes, ability checks. Okay. Strength. No. Oh wait, what'd you say it was 13 is the save?
13 DC.
Got the 13.
Okay.
That's
Literally on the dot, the 13. I saw the low roll. I'm like, nope. I'm like, wait, total's 13. Damn it. So you had her for a second, but she stumbles and just plants herself once more.
These low DCs are killing me.
Yeah.
Party. Oh boy.
And yeah,
You got 15 feet if you want to move it. That's all you got.
I was thinking about that, but Ashana's right there, and I'd rather be the punching bag than have Ashana be the punching bag, so I stay put.
Okay. Bart is gonna...
Perhaps he has a useful spell to help us.
He's got cure wounds. He's gonna try to keep Anders up. That was a horrific roll. Only got 6 hit points. And your Bardic Inspiration, Delana, gives you a D4 on anything you want. Except
No good.
Shauna.
Okay. Let's go with bonus action, cast spiritual weapon on this bitch. Huh, it did all that for me. So 24 to hit, 7 damage.
Oh, this little token I used. Alright, we'll just use a cube. Fuck it. Oh, wait. We're gonna make it a yellow cube.
Okay.
Oh, Sean, I didn't know how into geometry you were.
Drama what now?
One you said?
Geometry.
24 to hit. And then...
Yeah, where'd you say you wanted it?
Oh, just right there, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
7 points in the force damage. Okay.
And then for my action, we'll Toll the Dead.
You're playing with fire here. 19.
Fuck me. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Darren.
Okay. So, as a bonus action, I'm going to use my Hexblade's Curse, sending a withering wave of yellow radiation at the hag.
Alright.
And then I am going to flee.
Does
Getting
what
an
he
attack
does
opportunity
best.
on you.
You do. And wait, before I do that, I have a question about ranged weapons.
Mhm.
Can I shoot through Ashana and Delana's tiles without killing them?
For the most part, yes. Unless certain circumstances makes it more difficult to see the creature, which in this circumstance, it's not really. Especially because the
Okay.
hag is effing huge.
Feels like
Yeah.
Goliath and a gnome you're trying to shoot. Maybe not.
Yeah.
Alright.
So it's gonna miss with an 8.
Neat. Okay.
That's
Things are working out.
So you're shooting the one that's in front of
Yeah, I'm
Delana,
gonna
Shana?
shoot. I'm going to consolidate damage here by shooting that
Okay.
one. So, and it's a good thing you actually didn't trip it, because otherwise that would fuck me up.
Yeah, that would have actually.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, fair.
Yeah.
All right, does a 25 hit?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to, as I shoot this bolt, as it spirals into her, roll damage. So that's 10 piercing from the heavy crossbow. Let me just roll d6 for hex. That's 2, and then I get another +2 from my curse, so that's 14 damage.
Yep. That's a heavy crossbow bolt. Sinks right into the shoulder. You see that glowing yellow energy imbue itself into it for that brief moment. It's not looking all that good. Anders kind of pissed that this thing is being such a bitch. He's just gonna smack it with the short sword again. He's really got nothing else up his sleeve. Cool, that's gonna hit. For 5. Then he is going to bonus action touch Bartholomew and give him Dragon's Breath. And fuck it, he don't like this witch, so he's gonna give it a fire. He's gonna give Bartholomew the fire. Whisper is gonna go stabby stab. Give it the stabby stab. It's not gonna give it the stabby stab. God damn it, Whisper, you were so good last game.
Could have gone flanking.
That's my bad.
He'd be standing in the water.
It could. Be difficult terrain. Wink, wink.
Oh.
Yeah, by the way, is this like bog around here? Is that like murky depths of death, or is that like totally walkable?
No one's tried.
It's black
I
though,
mean,
yeah?
just from the look
It's
of it, like
black, so you can't even see the bottom. No one's attempted to step in this thing.
and well, I'm thinking it's probably decently deep considering the hag swam through it to get to me.
You never saw the water get treaded. Or muck.
I'm
get treaded.
assuming. Right?
Yeah.
Don't take my baseless assumptions away from me, DM.
Oh, actually, more correction. when the hag attacked you from the side, you didn't see anything of the hag was affected. It just appeared right next to you.
Yeah.
Almost like it was invisible.
Almost like some sort of spell was utilized.
Yep.
Yeah, and man,
No, magic
if
isn't
someone would
real,
have
so that can't
casted,
be it.
detect magic, we could have avoided. Oh wait.
I know, right? Le hag.
Well, if you think about it this way, if you let me shoot 8 crossbow bolts into the corpse, that would also solve things.
I think it just would have sped things up a little bit more.
Maybe.
Oh fuck.
Hag is not having fun here. It is going to. You know what? It's gonna vicious mockery you, Delano. I'll give you a good little vicious mockery, so I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me real quick.
Of course you do.
It's just gonna make you feel bad to death.
Yes, absolutely.
What did she say?
You're too weak to claim his power. Not a comedian. You take 2 points of psychic damage, and your next attack roll is a disadvantage.
Yay!
It's okay, you would have missed it anyway.
You're
Watch.
not wrong.
He rolls 2 nat 20s this next time around.
The other one's just gonna keep slashing at Anders. Give it that slashy slash. It's not gonna hit because his blade song makes his AC effing high. So, oh no. Oh, sorry. Sibo. I accidentally skipped Sibo.
No worries. Is the hag currently in the doorway?
It's just outside of it.
Okay. And it's prone?
No, it is not prone.
What is that symbol on the top right?
That's
Is that
the
your
hex.
hex?
That's
Okay.
the hex, yeah.
Gotcha. Would I be able to slip by it into the house?
I would say.
Staying in attack range, so.
Yeah, I
No,
would
let
say
me-
either make a dexterity or strength. Actually, yeah, dexterity or strength check. 1 to 2.
Okay.
And that's the roll that she'll be making. Against
Okay.
you.
Okay. Yeah, let's see if I can squeeze by.
Remember, she has disadvantage on strength.
Ooh, went for dexterity.
I have a -1 to strength, so.
She has a -5 of disadvantage.
As you go rushing towards the hag, there's a genuine moment where, as you have all that clunky armor, you're like, "I'ma squeeze through," and the hag just kind of looks at you grinningly as you go after her. As she leans forward, she gives you a wide open gap on the side that you just go, whoop, as she gets a natural 1.
Oh shit. Let's go.
Oh shit, giving Delana that flanking bonus.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And
And
you are now
then-
inside of the natural crazy lab of sorts.
Sure. I'm just gonna take the dodge action.
Okay. Alright. Delana, go for it. So now your attack is a straight roll for this one.
Okay. There it is. Okay.
Oh
We'll get him next time.
my god.
Go ahead and give me a strength check. The hag has disadvantage on this, but go ahead and give me a strength check. Just 'cause I want
Strength
to see this.
or a strength saving throw?
Check. Just a check. Oh, why isn't that working? Oh no, my hotkeys aren't working. That sucks. Oh well. Good thing that's disadvantage. You go to swing at it, and there's a brief moment where it reacts fast enough that it grabs on to your warhammer. And you try pulling it away, but you can't. We're considered grapple. It got a 23 and a 22 on disadvantage. You still got bonus action movement if you want it. Oh wait, no movement because your speed's 0 right now. My bad.
Wrestle it.
Looking over options.
I'll let you kick it if you want.
Try to
It
get the
counts as
weapon
unarmed
back?
strike.
Wait, so the hag's like holding her by the weapon?
Yeah.
What do I want? What do I want to do here? That requires actually hitting with the attack, so that doesn't work.
Again, I'll say, if you want to take your bonus action, just kick it in the shin or something. I'll let you do that.
Do it.
Well, actually, kind of. Okay, so here's where Delana's mind is at. To use the shield push,
We could do
and
that.
like push her into the water and just like fucking drown the thing. But
I'm pretty sure it doesn't push that far.
no,
You can
no.
try.
But like that's kind of where her mind's at. Like,
Oh,
fine,
the
I'll
process.
push this
Okay,
thing
the process.
over. Yeah. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna push it 5 feet to the right.
Okay, go ahead and I believe it's athletics there.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
And
so
you
that's
want
athletics check. And Hag still at disadvantage. That is a check. As you go to try to shove it off with a force you have as it's holding your weapon, you get it to move a step off, but it digs itself into the dirt. I cannot believe how good a roll I just got with these two at disadvantage.
I'm in danger.
It's okay. This entire character's existence is for her to go, hit me. That's all she's ever good for. So it's fine. She's useless otherwise.
Why is
Me
it every
too.
time you play a fighter, this is your rolls? Look at Tholdar.
This is my roles with every character.
Not every character.
Oh, wait!
Just
You
most
still
of-
have inspiration! Do you want to add a d4 to your roll?
Do
However
it.
fucking good that's gonna do, sure.
You
Why
might
not?
beat
might.
it. I'll tell you right now. I'll metagame it. You're really close to beating her roll. You beat her roll.
Neat.
With 17, it just barely beat you. Let's
Ah.
shove.
Okay.
And then
I'm pretty sure that's it. Your action bonus action. You're currently grappled, so you got no movement.
I'm checking inventory or anything.
Well, that's
Oh, good.
something
I
to
have a dagger I didn't equip. That's useful.
Well, you technically have that on your side, so yeah.
Yeah.
Barty.
But yeah, no, I think that's it for me.
Barty is just gonna spew some fire on this bitch. Spew to fire. And I believe it's dexterity as well for this bitch. 9 points of fire damage, and it rolled a nat 1. Fire. And
A single clap. That's all they get.
fuck it, Bardic Delana again. It worked last time, it'll work again. Shauna.
Move up the
Weapon.
weapon. Yeah, that thing over to here. Or, well, I guess it doesn't really matter where it goes.
It is
It does, because it does take up
assumed
space.
rectangular form.
Let's just move it, I guess, there.
Okay.
One more space over.
Because it does take up a space, technically.
Does it? Okay, I
Yeah.
thought it was incorporeal.
It's incorporeal in the sense that you can't hurt it, but it does still take up a space.
Okay.
Because it says it has to appear in an open space. That means it does take up room.
Okay, okay. And let's try and smack a bitch.
You're gonna smack the bitch.
And I'm gonna smack a bitch.
You smack the bitch with 6 points of force.
That was a
down
low
on
ass
it.
roll.
So what's Ashana gonna do for her action and move?
Toll the dead?
Alright, let's toll the dead. Let's go for broke again.
Yep.
I'm sorry, you're going broke. It's an 18.
It's, actually... No, let's go there. I think that's where I want to go. Yeah, okay.
Okay, Darren.
Alright, so seeing the hag stumble over, I'm gonna try to shoot her center mass with my crossbow.
That hits.
Alright,
12 plus the d6.
12
So right now
damage.
it's at 14.
Toss a d6 on that, and then a +2, so that's 7. That's 19 damage.
Yep. It is looking bad as the second bolt just sinks right into the center of the chest. And you start to see the blood actually starting to flow, and the hag is starting to look around, kind of rather desperately. I was not expecting this. Face. Movement bonus action, if you want.
That's it.
Okay. Anders. He's got concentration going on Dragon's Breath right now, so it really doesn't have anything else to do. I'm gonna go with the stabby stab. The stab. It's not gonna stabby stab because he can't hit apparently. How about you, Whisper? Do you want to hit? Hey, Whisper, you want to actually hit something this goddamn game? No, you don't. Goddamn, Whisper, why don't you?
What is
Good
it
to
with
at least
rolling
leave.
15s?
I don't know.
It's either 15s or natural
Specifically
20s.
Yeah, it's a 15 whenever they're on our side, and a natural 20 when it's on their side.
Hey, if that one's not gonna die, we can just subdue it and have you guys interrogate it.
Good. Good. That one that's starting to panic. You know what? It's gonna use its spell slot for the day. It's gonna hurt its house, but Thunder Wave.
Oof.
Fuck.
Lana, Shauna, and Zebo. I need a dexterity saving throw from each of you.
Hey.
Now you see why I stand far away.
I think you can use your inspiration on saving throws
You can
too.
use your inspiration on this if you want.
I do have a question. Is this from Magic? Oh, actually, no, never mind. Wrong one. Disregard.
Okay. So, Delana, if you want to use your inspiration. Okay. All 3 of you saves, you take half damage, and you do not get knocked the fuck back. Cool! And dual ones! What a wonderful spending of a spell slot.
So we all take
Half.
1 damage.
You all take 1 damage and don't go anywhere. Tebow and Ashana, you just feel the faintest, like, you feel your hair just stand up for half a second, just like, well, that was a bit.
I'm gonna look over at her. Did you just fart?
Okay, you're gonna take your reaction to not take damage. Save that 1 point of damage. That's your reaction. Oh god. Boy, it's got spiritual weapon on its ass. It's got 2 fight. Well, technically, Ebo can't technically hit you. Can't technically hit her because she's through a doorway now. But that's her house. I really is action for her to pop that. It is indeed an action to go pop that. Yeah, no, so she's kind of fucked. Hey, fire breather, you're getting smacked in the face. Bye, Bart. Or not, because apparently this hag doesn't want to do shit this fight. This little corner over here, nothing's happening. Nothing is happening. Zebo.
Just using my Discord unmute button by mistake. Am I able to start looking throughout the house, like starting to look around, see what I can see in here?
If you want to spend your action doing so, you can.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
They got this.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead and just make me an investigation check, just real quick.
Okay. Finally, something I'm good at.
So, as you're taking the moment being like, oh, they got that, as you're looking through, you find all these sorts of animal carcasses and even human bones around. And they're all either captured in these little jars of some kind, or they're all being like just piled up in little individual groups, where even you see occasionally they have that necrotic black spot just scattered all throughout them. Even the bones themselves on occasion. And you see at the far end where there's just walls and walls of fresh carcasses just hanging on these almost tanning rack looking materials. You see just a big old cauldron of some kind that has the bubbling liquid of the black ooze just sitting in the center. Okay. So, Delano, what are you up to?
There we go. So did you see what Delana said to the hag?
Oh, I saw.
Okay.
So it's panicking. It just kind of responds by looking just like, you don't know what it takes to take the power.
Power of
DM,
voodoo.
are you trying to turn my character into a hag? Is that what's going on?
Are you saying that hasn't already happened?
No, hags have spells.
Yeah.
When Delon
Yeah,
starts
and
casting
usually
spells, that's when
That's
we're worried.
kind of like spells.
Okay, so what's the status with my Warhammer? Am I still grappling her over this thing?
Yes. So as part of making an attack with it, I'll let you make a strength check to try and yank it out from her and make your attack in one fell swoop.
Okay.
Could you try to like carry her with the
Fuck.
momentum and slam her into
Oh,
the wall?
it has disadvantage. It has disadvantage.
Yeah.
You can't rip it out. It got an 11. Got a 22 and an 11.
Use
So
your
unfortunately, try
bardic
pulling
inspiration.
away from it. This hag just
Already
keeps
did.
a tight grip on it. Doesn't want you to have it open.
So as we're holding it, I'm just gonna take my shield hand and just like bop her in the side and just do an unarmed attack.
Go for it. Barely hits. Go
Why do
for
I
it.
fucking bother using a weapon? Okay.
What you got to do is you just got to go in with 2 shields.
Shield bash. Burn.
I actually had a Pathfinder character one time who joined a campaign late, and in previous sessions before I showed up, the DM happened to randomly roll a shield of bashing. So I have this Spartan with the big steel shield just like shield bashing everything. It was great.
That sounds
But
like
anyway.
that sounds like the Shield Brothers in Dark Souls 3, where you have the shield weapons, you just dual wield shields, and you can hold them up and you can literally push people off the edges of
Yeah.
ledges.
There was
Dumbest
a
thing ever.
prestige class that let you go and dual wield
Back to the
shields.
game, the hag just got whacked.
Hold on. I'm gonna do the shove again.
Okay, go for it. So athletics.
Square to the right.
Disadvantage for me.
Oh right, athletics.
Athletics, yeah, athletics.
Oh fuck.
Fuck.
And let's shove. And I'm gonna make another strength check to see if it can hold on to you. It probably won't though, because that's a bad roll. That was a really good roll, but unfortunately it's disadvantage. As you shove it away, its grip lets go of your weapon.
Finally.
Oh, you're gonna move up to it?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Delana is fully intending to either kill it or drown it. She doesn't care which, and might do both.
Alright. Bart,
By the
let's
way,
just go ahead and breathe again. Breathe on the bitch. Six points damage. Not 20, so it takes half damage on this one. Yeah, Delano's pissed. He's gonna save his other bardic inspirations, maybe for later. Also, because Delano looks like she doesn't need his help. Shauna.
Wheel. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing what we're doing. Oh.
That misses, unfortunately.
Toll the Dead.
You're playing with fire. Well, you finally burned it, because an 8.
Aha! Fuck you! Oh. 5 out of 12.
A little bit of blood starts trickling from its ears. But it's still standing. Barely, but it is still standing. That's it.
Yep.
Darren.
Alright. I'm going to. No, I can't do the thing where I count distances.
As long as you're clicking and dragging yourself, you can.
Well, no, because I'm on a trackpad.
Oh, you can't? Oh.
Yeah, mine never does it either, and I'm on mouse and keyboard.
On the
Weird.
top left, you'll have to right
Yeah.
click if you do the mouse drag thing.
Yeah, but you've also got a
Okay, on the top
ruler.
left, there's a little bit of a circle with a ruler on it,
Yeah.
and you can use that to before you move, like drag yourself out.
Yeah,
See things
and
like this.
You can just measure whatever you
okay.
want.
Yeah, if you right click, you can make pivot points.
Yeah, because the whole right click thing just moves the map for me.
If you click
Oh,
and
it
drag your
does for me
character and
too.
then press
Yeah.
right click.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine. I worked it out.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because I almost got right click to drag.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna go and tell Ashana that if she wants to get any information out of them, they're gonna have to grab the other one. I'm gonna go look over Sibo's shoulder and see what's going on in there.
Okay. Well, Sibo's all around in there, so you're gonna spend your action in looking through.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess you have to use your action to dash at that point. You already went 30 feet, so okay. So you're gonna next turn. You're gonna be looking through. Okay. Gonna move to the side. Move to the side still. Okay. Anders, give it the stabby stab. God damn it. Someone do something over there. Thank God.
Why is everyone going inside the fucking house when there's still 2 goddamn hags alive?
No. I'm asking the same effing question. Hey, sneak attack finally went off. Did sneak attack actually happen? Yes, it did. 9.
Really?
Finally.
Oh, he only has 2.
Haggy hag. Just gonna. The one that's currently on the brink of absolute death. It's just gonna kind of look at Delano and Ashana, see that apparently 2 people have entered the house before they're even dead. Kind of just looks at the sister, and you hear her just call out, "They'll never break the bonds. Go!" She is going to Vicious Mockery Delana again. So Delana, if you are there, go ahead and make me a Wisdom saving throw. The other one.
Delana has low self-esteem.
Woo!
Oh my god,
Take
that was
1
funny.
point of psychic damage, and your next attack's at disadvantage. Woo! The other one. It's gonna go poof. You guys just watch as she just fades from sight.
Fuck.
one standing in front of you just has this panting, bleeding, but toothy grin on its face. Sibo, what are you doing inside of the shack, if anything?
I'll tell Darren that I've got this covered. If he wants to go help out the rest of the group, and I'll just start trying to like focus in on this black barrel in the middle, and or like cauldron with the goo inside, and try to see what's going on with it. Also, I'm not sure if you were here, if you could hear that, Darren, but Sibo mentioned that you should go help the others, and that I got this.
Jesus.
Sick audio.
Alright, so we'll get back to you then, Sibo. Delana, what you up to? Besides answering, I guess, a call. I'm gonna guess you're gonna swing at a bitch, but if you swing at a bitch, at disadvantage.
I don't think she's with us currently.
Maybe not. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna do what I think she's gonna do. I'm gonna swing at a bitch at disadvantage and then shove a bitch.
She's going ocean.
Swing at disadvantage, unfortunately doesn't go, so let's shove a bitch. That's a pretty good shield. It's a really good shove. Shove. Stay on her ass. Barty. Ooh, wow, that one just vanished in front of their faces. Cure wounds on Anders, because he looks fucking hurt.
And you clicked acrobatics instead of athletics, so that should have been even 3 points higher.
Oh, wow, I did. My bad. Either way, she won, because the highest she got was the highest the hag got was a 9. And can he make that distance? No, he can't, unfortunately. So he's just gonna go over there and just stand at the ready. He's not gonna be a bitch for once. Ashana is only not being a bitch though, because the bitch already looks like she's on the edge.
Okay, bonus action. Gonna take a swing.
Yeah.
Come on, roll high. Nope.
Welcome to the one hit point club.
Minimum fucking damage.
Yep.
And which sucks. And then
Just run up and punch her.
You could.
Then I'm going to cast Detect Magic.
Just going for an action?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm gonna see if that hag is anywhere around.
You do not sense any other magic beyond the magic inside of the hut and the faint magic that trickles around the hag itself.
Alright, then I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That way. And see if
You get
I...
a magical ping about 20 feet off of you. Straight forward.
I'm gonna shout to everyone else. She's heading this way. She's invisible.
Okay. Darren, what are you doing inside the hut after Siegel tells you he can handle it there? He'll help you out.
Well, I want to know what's in there. I was gone both of the times you described the inside.
What is inside is basically a natural mad lab of sorts, where we see a bunch of animal carcasses, human bones, and a cauldron at the far end where there's like a drying rack of animal bodies.
Do the carcasses look infected?
I'll need an investigation check if you want to know that.
Alright.
It's hard to tell when you're kind of looking over them. They don't seem like they have infection on them. The only thing that you notice that really does have infection are the odd bone here and there that has like little dots and grains of black scattered on them here and there.
All right. Well, I'm going to just start putting like small carcasses and parts, and like if there's like vials of the black stuff, I'll get that too.
There are no vials.
Or like, what do they have? Like, where's the black stuff? I'm sorry.
The black stuff seems to be in a cauldron that Sibo is currently looking over right now.
Okay. So for now, I'll just grab some animal bits and carcasses. Put that in my
you're just
bag.
Stuffing your bag with animal bits.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm here for.
Okay.
That's the job.
Anders. Oh boy. Hag is running over there. Do you have anything actually like properly range? He does not.
God, what spells does he even have?
Actually, some of them are pretty decent, but none of them are really useful in this situation. He's got Absorb Elements, he's got Featherfall, Find Familiar, Sleep, Shield, Misty Step. None of them are very useful in this situation. He's...
I just realized I forgot to do my spells for the morning.
He's just gonna go and try and help with this last hag. He is of no use otherwise.
Didn't Delana just like yell out for everyone
Yeah,
to
but
chase
he
the hag?
has nothing.
Yeah, but he has speed. He has 40-foot movement. He could run
Yeah,
him
but
down.
he can't see the thing. If he can't see the thing, he's useless.
That's immaterial. Just chase. Just go.
Same thing with Whisper. Whisper's got nothing. He needs to be able to see the damn thing, and he can't take on alone because he's not a swashbuckler. He's an assassin. So at the very least, Whisper's just gonna stand beside Ashana, but he's got nothing he can offer here.
Can you take a shot at disadvantage? Since I point out where they're at?
He doesn't want to just randomly throw a dagger out there. I don't think he has that many daggers either. Oh, he's also got a crossbow.
I thought he had a bow too.
Fuck it. He'll shoot a crossbow at disadvantage. Why the fuck not? He'll take a shot. One shot. Why not? Wow. That
Damn.
was a hell of a shot. Well, it wouldn't be sneak attack, so it would only been a second. Okay.
She like call out.
You do see the bolt hang in the air for a brief moment before something pulls it out and just drops on the ground. He keeps going. That was a hell of a shot. Well, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Well, fuck.
See? Don't need to see to hit.
All right, the last hag.
What's the old phrase? Better lucky than good?
You just watch the hag. Technically, Delano, you'll get an attack of opportunity, but you watch the hag kind of just pretty much accept fate and just goes to fall into the goo. You missed anyway. And you watch the hag just like...
Can I grapple her?
Make it a dexterity check for real quick.
Specifically?
Make
What
a
check?
dexterity check for real quick. Unfortunately, as you go to reach out to try and grab onto her, you swipe just short, and she falls into the sludge. And you see that just kind of like, just ripple from her body as it starts to ever so slowly just sink beneath the surface. With that, technically combat will be over.
No. I'm grabbing her feet and making sure she stays there.
Oh, so you're gonna hold her under?
Yes.
Oh.
This is why I wanted her throat, because at this point, Delana is just like, the hammer didn't work, this will.
Oh my god.
Ashana's gonna continue chasing and telling Whisper to come with.
As
We're gonna... Hunt this
go
person.
to hold the legs. You don't feel resistance from the body. And as 30 seconds, a minute.
No, even to Delana, this doesn't feel right. I'm pulling her out and just gonna put my warhammer through her skull.
Are Ashana and Whisper still chasing that guy?
Yeah. So, you pull out the body, just covered from the ankles up in this black, murky liquid. And almost immediately, you notice as you pull it out, she was already kind of shriveled and disheveled as it was already. But now there's just no sign of any nutrients. The flesh is taut with the bone, and there seems to be no sign of life on it whatsoever.
That's fine. She doesn't need a skull. It'll be shattered.
Darren comes
With a
out.
good hefty lift, as Darren, you step out the door, you hear the crack and shatter of a skull, as you just see a pitch black hag's head just onto the floor beneath the hammer of Delano's weapon.
I go back in.
Just
Okay,
noted.
now I'm gonna try to catch up to Ash.
Okay. So, as Ashana and Whisper, you're chasing after it, go ahead and give me dexterity check.
Dexterity?
Yes, because you are trying to get through these roots and the trees. Running through a jungle is not easy. Whisper is used to the jungle, though, so he's good. So is Ashana. So as you guys continue to chase through the woods, full-on dashing, it's the only way you're going to keep up to the hag at all. Because every time it goes out, comes back in, goes out and comes back in. So just to keep at level with it, you have to keep dashing and dashing and dashing. And there comes just one brief moment where it just cuts off. And you're like, either she dropped her magic, or you're gonna catch back up. But it's in that moment that it never comes back.
Survival. Look for the blood trail.
Go ahead and make a survival check. Whisper is going to do the same. That one. Not used to chasing hag blood, apparently. But as you go and you try to find the blood trail, you do find little inklings here and there, little bits of blood here and there. But it just stops in one instance.
Oh.
And as you look around in that area, even with your detect magic still up, you don't see anything.
Do I find like a definitive end to the blood trail?
Yes. I mean, it's just scattered among the trees where it's just, there's a blood trail and it just, there's no other continuation.
Horse shit. I'm gonna keep looking around the area, looking up in the trees, stuff like that. I'm just gonna do a wide perimeter around this area.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Not my strong suit.
Whisper is also going to do the same. Whispers of no help. This is not his jungle.
Oh, fuck.
Alright, you guys are spending those few moments looking around. You hear the clanking of armor come up from behind, and you see Delana join you in that moment. As Ashana and Whisper are both just kind of looking around in a generic area for something.
She disappeared. More so than she already did, but you know what I mean. She's just gone. I don't know how.
I don't know.
She points out the blood trail, and you're just like, well, yeah, it ends there.
Would I know anything about if these hags have teleportation type magic or anything like that?
Go ahead and make an intelligence check for me. Intelligence or Arcana, your choice. Straight or with the plus. They will
Both the same.
very much. Okay. The best thing you know of is not all hags have that high of magical capabilities, but some do. But detail-wise, no.
Hmm.
All right, so back over here.
Mhm.
So what's up with this cauldron? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take out some string, and I'm going to like trail the string in the cauldron, take it out, and look at it.
All right, real quick, Sibo, are you doing anything? Because you've technically had a little bit of time with this before, Darren.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would have started to like look around, just like looking at it, seeing if it was bubbling. But
It
then
is
once,
ever so faintly bubbling. It's kind of like that slow tar bubble that when
Gotcha.
it pops, it doesn't really spread out. It just kind of goes and just goes back in.
I think once I saw Darren sticking around and like putting the carcasses in his bag and stuff, I would have gone out of the hut to see if they needed more help rather than
Okay.
continue searching.
Okay. So at that point, it would have been the end. You would have seen the hammering to the head, just the aftermath of that, and Delana is rushing off and away, while Bart and Anders are kind of just looking over the body of the hag and kind of just like, what should we do with it? I have no idea. Think we should just drown it? I don't think that's the best idea. Oh, come on, it's just a rotten carcass at this point. Who cares about it? I mean, she tried to throw herself in, so I don't think that's really much of a good idea. So they're just going back and forth, like, should we drown it? Shouldn't we drown it?
Okay. Yeah, I'll approach them afterwards and join in the conversation. Don't know how. Time is weird, so.
Yeah, yeah. So Darren, as you're running, you said you're just running a string atop the layer of it.
Yeah. Just to see if it like disintegrates or anything.
As you run the string up top, you do see that the fabric and the cloth or the string start to kind of absorb a little bit of the liquid into it. No effect.
All right. So in that case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take an empty flask. I'm going to unstopper it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tie some string around the bottle. And then I'm going to kind of like drop the flask in so it gets submerged and then pull it out by the string. And then like
Okay.
kind of hold it over the ground so any excess like goop
Just kind of drips
gets
off.
off it, kind of rub it off and then cork it once there's like no more stuff clinging to the side.
Okay. So go ahead and write. You have a vial of black goo.
All right, I'm going to wrap that
Oh,
up.
camera angle's different.
I'm going to wrap that up and toss it in my bag and then I'm going to go out.
Okay. You
Well,
go
actually,
out
first,
to this.
I guess I'll like since I only got the initial like look around, I'm gonna examine this area more closely.
Okay. So with better time and more analyzing, you do note that not all of these carcasses are infected with the disease, but there are some. And the ones that are, they have already been gutted and their bones have already been pulled out of it. And you can see that there are piles where the bones are kind of scattered about between animals and humans.
Hmm.
And some of them are infected human bones, some aren't. Some are infected animal bones, some aren't. Make an intelligence check for me, real quick. Okay.
This is above my pay grade.
It is above your pay grade, unfortunately. So, anything else you want to do in there?
At this point, once I've given the place a once over and gotten what I needed, I'm gonna go out and ask
Join this
what's going on
conversation
with
of.
these guys.
Okay. So, Delana, Shauna, what are you guys up to? Unfortunately, unable to find wherever this hag went, or don't see any reason why this hag should have just gone poof out of nowhere.
At this point, all there is left to do is to head back with the others.
Yeah.
Okay. So after a little bit of time, a slow walking return, where you come by to see a good fair chunk of your allies just kind of conversing on whether or not they should dunk the body of the hag into the black goo or not, and debating whether they should even bother doing anything with it in the first place.
Hey, where have you been? Anna.
Just bury it or leave it.
Anders kind of just perks up and goes like, I say just throw it to the tar or whatever this stuff is. Clearly she wants to die in it.
Fine by me.
I would say leave the body out of it.
Doesn't that tar make zombies?
It could.
Wouldn't that be a terrible idea then? To throw it in there?
Well, she already took a swim, so if it's gonna happen, it's already gonna happen.
And well, if we do anything with it, we should burn it, right? I haven't really been keeping up with the argument these guys have had on it, but it seems pretty clear cut to me.
Probably.
Where did that other one go?
Disappeared.
Hmm.
Just straight vanished, even though I could see it with magic. Just gone.
Well,
I'm going to move kind of over here.
Just as a quick reminder, there is a cave beyond the edge of the map, where there is the large gaping jaw opening of some kind with a bunch of stalactites and stalagmites just coming out, covered with ivy and all sorts of fauna.
I'll ask Anders actually if he can hear that thing he heard back in the woods.
I'm gonna give a quick perception check. You watch as he kind of just shuts his eyes for a few moments and kind of tries to listen in. And you see him, his eyes kind of open wide for a moment. And he looks back towards the cave itself.
Huh?
Is that thing alive? And he just points towards the cave.
If it is, I'm not too interested in finding out.
We should
Low walk
investigate.
away.
You do see kind of Bart just kind of look at the cave, look at the water, goo, look at the hut, look at the cave, and kind of goes, is that its blood? Are we carrying around black blood?
Is this like goo coming from that cave?
It is filtering out from the jaw of the cave.
Give me 10 minutes. I want to try something. I'm going to sit down at this little edge here of the swamp. And I want to try ritually casting purify food and drink to try to purify the water.
Okay. So for 10 minutes, Ashana's going to be casting a spell. Then we'll want to do anything in that intermediate time.
Just drink out of my water skin and munch on a ration and just sort of veg.
Okay.
Try to let that anger that she felt just sort of dissipate somehow, although she doesn't really know how to deal with it.
Okay. So unless anyone has anything to do in those 10 minutes, as it comes to an end, and Ashana, you feel that energy kind of flow through you. You hover your hand just above the goo itself, without touching it. As you imbue that purifying energy to kind of wash over, I believe it's 10 feet worth of area?
5 foot 5 foot radius sphere centered on a point of your choice. So yeah, 10 foot diameter.
As you watch that goo almost as a ripple effect from the spell, go from that viscous black ichor to a perfectly clean center of water. But as soon as it finishes purifying, you watch as it starts to already get dissipated and almost swallowed up by the goo. It's not fast by any means, but it does eventually just fade and transform back into the viscous substance.
But faster than I could cast that ritually, yes.
Yes.
Yep.
I would say it took about 2 minutes to fill in that 10 foot.
Okay. 10 minutes to cast, 2 minutes to fill. Got it.
Yeah.
Well, I say we take a little bit of a breather here. Get everyone bandaged back up, and we should investigate that cave.
Agreed.
All right.
Okay, so if you guys want to go ahead and take a short rest, go ahead and roll your hit die.
And-
Ashana, who are the 2 people that I'm imagining you're going to be patching up?
Yeah. Probably Anders and Delana.
Okay, so make your roll. Who are you going for first?
Let's do Delana first.
Okay.
Fuck me.
Nope. Good thing nothing happens on that one.
Fucking Christ.
Alright, Anders. Unfortunately not for either of them.
Nope, okay.
But no, short rest is normal.
Yep, alright, well, that sucks.
Anders is just gonna roll one of them because he doesn't really need anything else. 8. Perfect. Baron, get you.
Alright.
5.
I'm up to full. No, 24.
So what's the dice for short rest?
It's your hit die.
Yeah.
If you click on short rest, it'll show you how many hit die you have left and what the hit die is. And as you take off those little boxes, you'll see to the right there'll be a little roll hit die option.
And I just want to let you know, I added it up. No, I actually should be at 26 because earlier I had my curse go off.
Yeah.
So I'm good.
All right, that puts me at
D7.
almost full.
Just off.
And since I'm not going to be taking a short rest after failing to bandage up those 2.
Well, you can take a short rest. You're just not rolling hit die.
Well, yeah, I don't need to take a short rest, right? Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to, but
Yeah.
that just means you're sitting there for an hour doing nothing.
I'm gonna ritually cast Detect Magic again and do a walk through the house.
The only genuine source of magic is coming from the bubbling pot, which is even then just a faint trickle of magic. Kind of identical to the one you felt on the hag.
Could I try to ritually cast Identify? Because I'm also not taking a short rest.
Okay, yeah, sure. What do you identify?
on the pot or the liquid,
pot.
trying to look it over, see what's going on.
So
Wherever Shauna was detecting the magic.
Yeah, is the pot
I tried
magic
to
or is the
identify.
liquid?
The liquid, specifically.
Okay.
Okay.
You can do both. You got an hour.
Go ahead and just give me an Arcana check, Siva. Just see how effective this Identify would be on the liquid. Just curious. What's up? As Oshana, you're kind of just detecting generically magic around, and Sibo, as you cast Identify on the liquid itself, there's no real necessarily detail that you get from it. It's magical in essence, but it doesn't really have any per se properties to it. One sensation that you would get off of it, though, is that this is definitely altered. It's not a natural concoction. And something about it, I wouldn't say screams necrotic, but it has that faint whisper of it inside of it. So inherently, it is not necrotic, but it has these beginnings of it.
Alright, well.
Something pretty much what we already know.
Yeah, it's just what we know.
Yep. Well, if nothing else in the house. There's no.
Hey, where exactly, in regards to this
It's up
cave,
to
like
the
where
north
is it
here.
exactly beyond the
Yeah,
thing?
look
Like, is
right
there
here.
any way to get to it?
There is not. It is really just a gap where you see that tree all
So,
the
like,
way up top there. It's basically just after that.
Sibo, we should look around to see if there's any hidden doors or trapdoors anywhere.
Sure. Where do you think I should look?
I'll help Sibo start looking around. Give him
Okay,
advantage.
go ahead and roll investigation at advantage, Sibo.
Thanks for the advantage.
Ooh, fuck, yeah.
Ooh, wow. That advantage is very useful. As you are looking around in the area, you come to realize something a little bit strange when it comes to the floorboards themselves. You kind of notice that a lot of them are pretty loose and not exactly nailed down, but instead just like laid down flat without any support. As you kind of take off a few of the pieces, you do see beneath the floor itself, there's this flat wood plank that stretches about 15 or so feet across, just underneath the floor.
Okay, start pulling that out.
And as you pull it out, you realize you see on the bottom that the bottom of the wood has already absorbed a hell of a lot of that black goo stuff.
Ew. But this is like one solid plank.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, pull that out.
Pull out that big ass plank of wood.
Start hauling it outside the house.
Yep. As you guys kind of take it out, it's almost instantaneous that all of you would basically realize that like they probably use this as some sort of bridging.
Well, who's ready for this?
Ready for what?
Head to the cave.
Into the mouth of the beast, you mean?
Yes.
Bart just perks up. Well, if nothing else, it'll make a good song.
If we live.
I can't say I'm too excited about it, but you've taken me this far.
I mean,
Reluctantly.
you've come along this far, you might as well find the source, right? I mean, find the source. I'm sure someone will pay us very well for that, right? Right?
If we
Maybe,
live.
I'll have to get in on those negotiations. There's nothing in my contract about finding the source.
Gotta have something up your sleeve to start in a negotiation.
All right, let's roll.
Alright, let's get going.
Yep.
Oh, we're doing this. Bart just goes as he silently follows you guys along. As you place the plank across, you let it drop onto the goo. As it just floats there unaffected.
Turn back to Bartholomew. You could always, go walk the week and a half back to the main city, past all the lizard folk, past the metal-eating creatures.
I don't really have much of a choice, do I?
Not really. I'll start walking
Into
across.
the mouth of the beast. Yeah. Into the mouth of the beast. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Yeah, walk across.
As you guys, slowly but surely, one at a time, or multiple if you desire, step over the plank.
No, I do not desire.
One at a time.
As you step one across at a time, the unsupported shabby plank occasionally trembling beneath your weight. As you step up to the jaw of this creature, you do see divots in the ground that make the the river of ichor coming out of it. As you get closer, you can see into the astral jaw itself that there's a shadow formed from the sunlight, and you can see just ever so occasionally the liquid just dropping from the tip of its jaw.
Is this actually like a cave, or is this actually a creature?
Make a medicine or nature check, your choice.
We're gonna go with medicine.
As you kind of look over this thing, and that mostly being the tip off, there's something just off about this. It's natural, but it's also not. As you kind of look at the formation, the shape, and the size of this thing, and how it's kind of all filtering in towards a pinpoint to the back, it's not a living creature, but this thing looks way too much like what could be described as a creature's skull to not be thought of.
It's a fucking
But whatever
primordial.
it was massive enough that the opening is about 20 foot high and 20 foot across. So whatever this thing was, had to be fucking massive.
Huh. That's interesting. I'll walk in.
Okay.
I will be at the back of the marching order.
You're with Bart and Whisper.
And I'm going to lift up my little slat on my shield.
Okay.
So we have light.
That's not bad.
All right, just walk in after Ash.
And I say that whole "that's interesting" without telling everyone what you told me.
Yep. As you lift up the little compartment for your lit up coin, your little makeshift flashlight shining around, as you see all this fauna is mostly just coating around the opening of this. As you go further and further, it starts to kind of wane and fade. Probably mostly because there's no sunlight there to support the fauna.
I'm going to light my lantern.
Okay. And you as well.
God.
Give yourself a light source. As you keep walking further and further for what it feels like about 30 to 40 feet worth of just creeping walking, you start to watch as it starts to kind of funnel itself smaller and smaller until you get to just a single passageway. It's about 8 feet tall, 6 feet wide. So good enough for you guys to just walk through casually, but it will have to go to single file line.
Okay. I'll go first.
So
I'm gonna keep watch at the rear, see if anything comes at us from behind.
a lot of fun.
Let's see.
That is the order. I will protect it.
God. I'm watching Supernatural
Yeah,
and I'm at the fucking
Got
Black
one
Goose
map for the
things.
babe.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
It should be pitch black for you guys, right?
Yes,
Yep.
pitch black.
I mean, I've got a lantern. Yeah. Oh yeah. You mean on my screen now? Yes.
Boop. There you go. Let's get you guys in here. Oh no, a lot of you guys were cut off. That seems like
Well, they're all dead.
Oh
Cut
god, the worst part is
away.
now that there's an infinite Delana up there. Oh no!
An infinite Delana?
Yeah, don't you see that her little name is just up there? I literally can't click on her.
Oh,
Alpha
that's
and
funny.
Omega.
I can't click on her. No!
You left a piece of yourself behind, Delana.
Behind, it sounds like I only have a piece left.
Yeah? Yeah?
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Delana.
Apparently I did leave a piece behind.
Yep, you're
Whenever
always gonna be
we
this
load
cave
into
forever.
a dungeon, our failed load-ins are like eternally trapped in the walls.
It's like Minecraft, you're just gonna suffocate in the wall at some point.
Oh, oh, oh.
And like
That's pretty good.
Campaign world, like the entire surface is going to be permeated by failed load-ins.
So, as you're making your way through, and Ashana, because of that 2500 medicine, you really get the idea that this is throat or the organs or whatever this was from the creature, as even as you kind of look at the walls and the unnatural texture of what it is, it's just Elden petrified and hussed out of some kind of creature from a long time ago, enough that you could easily mistaken this for stone.
It's goddamn primordial.
And as you begin to make your way through, you come across this one large room that has two separate openings in the sides.
Ooh.
In this room, you start to see that there are bored holes just kind of scattered around.
Nope.
Some kind of creature has made its way and just called this place its home.
Don't like that.
Yay!
Don't like that. Not at all. I'm gonna look back to everyone, just kind of go, shh. I'm gonna stealth. 5.
Ooh.
My armor go clank.
I'm wondering if it's gonna matter what I roll on the stealth, considering
Right. I know.
No.
I'm the same way. Like, I mean, I'll roll, but
We're not the stealthiest group.
Apparently not. Hey, let's see what Whisper gets, because he's the stealthy one.
That
Isn't
one.
Siwa the stealthy one since he's an infiltrator?
I have advantage, but then I also have disadvantage because it's
Yep.
heavy armor.
Yep.
So
Wait.
it's a straight roll.
Wait, so you're telling me that the Artificer's infiltrator armor can give you disadvantage on stealth?
It gives me advantage, but then I have disadvantage because I'm wearing heavy armor.
Yeah,
If I was
he's
wearing like
That's
medium
silly.
armor,
Should like, if I'm playing an Artificer, why can't I have stealthy plate mail?
well, I get it nulls out. There's nothing. Like it's just a straight roll.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's meant so you can have straight roll on that. But just because I'm curious now that you mentioned that, I'm going to double check if that's how it works. Infiltrator.
Oh.
Okay, so yeah, so it's meant to do that so that naturally speaking, you always have a straight roll. If the armor doesn't impact your stealth, then you get advantage. So it makes it so that you can always get a straight roll on stealth.
Yeah.
So, as while Shauna, Delana, and apparently Whisper, the rogue, aren't doing the greatest of jobs keeping silent by any means. Darren a little bit behind, but still at least keeping your footsteps as quiet as possible. While Sibo and Anders, and Bart apparently, are doing a pretty fair job in trying to keep their belongings and themselves as quiet as possible.
So these holes, are they on the ground too?
They're on the walls. On the ground, they're not as prominent, but they're on the walls and the ceiling more than anything.
How big are these holes?
Give it like 3 feet across. The ones on the floor
Fuck.
are only like maybe half a foot to a foot.
Okay, enough to at least get your leg stuck in, or SIBO
At least
stuck
enough
in.
for you to pay attention.
Can I start walking out? As much as I don't like that. And check the other hallways.
You make your way inside and kind of just give a quick glance through the hallway. You do see it that it makes a quick turn. shifting to the other direction. And as does the other one.
Alright. Look, everyone, which way should we go?
Yeah, we're already here. Let's just take this one.
Alright, start heading down. I don't like it. As a player, I don't like it.
Everybody just keep following the human centipede?
Oh, please don't say that.
Yeah, I imagine we are actually like all spaced out exactly 5 feet apart. Like I imagine we're kind of like crowded up by the point man, just around the corner.
Yeah.
I mean, some of these hallways are single file.
Yeah, these hallways do have to force at least a single file. In a lot of cases.
Delana is feeling relieved that if everyone who's going to be huddled up behind her really closely, that it's Sibo of all the male characters.
I mean, he's at level with your ass, just saying.
She trusts Sibo not to do, I don't know, something perverted and weird.
Yeah?
But the new ones, but like Darren, she wouldn't trust not to, I don't know, shenanigans.
Garen's more worried about these closed quarters to think of anything lecherous.
Not that Delana would vocalize any of these thoughts, but
You know.
you know.
Oh, fuck.
As you make it to another chamber, you start to notice that some of those holes start to get a bit bigger. And you start to notice a bit of web-like material just starting to coat edges of the walls, a couple of the hallways, especially on the hallway towards this direction. There's just starting to get this thin but thickening webbing of sorts starting to form.
Oh. Does it look like spider webs or does it look like silk web?
It looks more like spider webs. But actually it's not that hard to differentiate when they're this big.
Yeah.
I'm definitely getting flashbacks to drow and spiders fighting.
Oh, yeah. You guys have fun with that one.
I'm gonna ask the group if they want me to light the webs on fire.
What's that about lighting things on fire?
The webs?
Not quite yet.
Okay.
Not quite yet.
So I'll keep that in my back pocket.
As Darren kind of calls out, it's like, what's that about fire? Because you're a little bit away. Kind of got to echo that a little bit. Ashana, more than anyone in the front, you just hear the ever so faint sound of just some sort of chittering.
Oh, shit.
And some sort of creeping sound just...
Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. Nope, 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 nope.
Darren just fucking runs. As you hear the back up, he just goes, nope, bye.
Oh.
Ashana, as you kind of start backing away, you would notice just for the briefest moments, as you guys are all kind of backing up, how far are you going to try to push people back? Just to the back?
Probably that far for now. Just,
Okay.
I want to hear and listen.
So just in case, I'm gonna take my shield, sort of, right, trying to get my hand in the camera shot, slip it around Ashana and like protect her.
So try to give as much protection as possible.
Yeah, just putting my shield in front of her as we're backing up.
It's just a little tough with her having to swing her arm around the shield now to provide light for herself. So it's a complicated mess, but you're managing it somehow. And Ashana, as you're shining that light down the hallway, just trying to keep a good eye on whatever it is, there's this brief moment where you see a large, bulbous pink body of some sort with little feeling hairs coming off of it. Just kind of like step right into the edge of the light. You don't see a full figure of it yet. But you just see almost like some sort of bug-like creatures investigating.
Yet, he says.
Okay, everyone back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. Just nope, 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 nope.
How far are you backing up?
I want to get myself and Delana back to the corner at least. Yeah.
And as you're backing further and further and further away, you see whatever that is, for the briefest moment as the light starts to fade out of the room, just skitter right across. And you see
I
this
want to be able. I want to get
large body.
far enough that I still have vision of that right there.
Yeah. You just see the large, round-ended body of the back, and several long, skinny legs to a point, just skitter across the light and fade into the shadows.
Wait, what color was this thing?
Pinkish.
Pinkish. The fuck is that? Do I have any idea what this might be?
Nature or intelligence?
Both the same thing.
Can I roll as well?
Can I
If you want to.
click?
I would say you would have kept just a basic one as well.
Oh, so the first one there, 5. It was lagging.
Well, Shauna, nothing really comes to mind in the moment. Delano, there was just the briefest moment we were kind of just like, that wasn't a spider, was it? Like, nah, that was fucking huge.
But a pink spider?
Spiders.
What was that? I whisper.
We're not alone in here. That's been confirmed.
I'm gonna start backing everyone back out again. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Get the fuck out. Nope. Not dealing with that horse shit.
Have we seen the liquid coming from that direction?
You have not. Ever since from the jaw itself, where it's been dripping, just flowing out, the inside here is bone dry.
Oh.
Ah.
I thought it was still like we're following a path in here of water.
No.
So, what's the plan?
Okay, so that kind of changes things in my mind.
Oh, crap.
This used to be a living thing. Whatever this is. Now there
Give
seems like
me
there's
one.
other living things inside this thing, including spiders. Big spiders. Big
That was
spiders.
definitely a huge spider.
So, is there any reason to engage with that? I mean, we found the source. It's this creature, as you call it.
Yeah, but why? Why is this? This thing is long dead, whatever it is. Why is it creating this mucus?
So I'm not liking this at all. Can I go outside of the quote unquote cave and try to like investigate where the stuff is coming from and see if I can discern if it's like something that's creating it and it's being expelled by this, or if it's like something else. I don't know.
Go and just give me an investigation check. As Sibo, you backtrack to the opening of the jaw.
I'm gonna go with him and
Wait,
try to help with whatever medical
before you
knowledge
go
I know.
anywhere, I'll ask you, did the hags say anything about this?
No?
Like,
Well, we're actually going out for dinner next week. They really like me. I don't know why, but
Oh
that
god.
just sort of happens.
But yeah, I'm gonna give aid to Sibo on this.
Okay, so go ahead and roll again, Sibo, for advantage.
Because that changes my mindset on all this.
I'm going to try
As
to
you
sneakily peek around here.
okay. Sneakily peek around there. find that it goes on.
It's such a fun word.
Sneakily peek. As Oshana and Zebo, you kind of look towards the cave mouth, wall, ceiling. There's something you kind of take very faint note of, is that where this is dripping off of the stalactites and kind of funneling a little bit from the floor. They're almost these little pointy holes, they're almost like pores sort of deal. And it's just ever so faintly just flowing out. And it just goes out or just drips the stalactite. Something is producing and or pushing it through.
That's
Does it look like let's just say that this was a somewhat storied building,
Mhm.
and we went in on the first floor.
Yeah.
How tall does it look like it could be?
Ooh. Given the cave itself, it goes inward to just amount of land. If you're just judging from the opening size of this, because of Ashana's role, you would figure it's more underground more than above ground. But I would say you'd figure probably just 2 to 3 stories. Just from the sheer size and the identity of like, oh, a skull that has to be that big, it has to be fucking big.
Okay.
he's dead. There's holes, little tiny holes pushing
So,
this.
and I
liquid
forget
out.
what stalactites are from the bottom or from the top.
Stalactites are from the bottom, stalagmites are from the top.
And these were mites. So
There
from
are
the bottom.
stalactites and stalagmites, but from stalactites, stalagmites, it's dripping from the top down.
Okay, so talking in normal words, it's dripping from the ceiling to the floor.
It's dripping from the ceiling, and
Okay.
it's filtering out from the bottom as well, and it's just all just kind of like ever so slightly slanted to go out.
Okay. I'd recommend that we maybe, instead of dealing with all, like, so I guess a question, I guess, before I start recommending things is, does it look like the walls or the ceiling are flesh-like, or is it more like a bone, so it's hard?
It's more like stone.
So like stone. Okay.
As Ashana, if you ask her the question, she would identify that this thing has been dead for so long that the only really reason she knows is because she is medically inclined. Like, that
Okay.
texture just doesn't match.
It's
anything beyond
fossilized,
the skull.
basically, rather than
Right.
petrified.
Calcified. Kind
Yeah.
of.
So it's been so damn long that unless you knew how to identify a creature, you would never guess this was a creature.
Okay.
Because even to you, it looks like it's just natural stone at this point.
Gotcha. I'm gonna recommend that we somehow dig to where we want to go, rather than trying to get through this maze.
I don't think we can. Like, this thing could be way underground. You're talking a massive, massive hole.
Well, it's coming from up, right?
It's coming
Well,
from
it's also
underneath
coming
us
from
and
above.
above us. Both.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's coming from
So
both
you've got
ways.
dripping from the top and a little bit of flow coming from the bottom. And all of it's kind of slanted so that it goes outward of the mouth.
Whatever this stuff is being produced, it's being shoved through whatever the bone was of this creature, it seems. Like, were we able to see what's on top of this cave?
It's just dirt and material.
Okay.
I mean, at this point, Darren will come out and ask, "Hey, what's the damage?"
Yes.
What's
It
going
helps
on?
if I unmute the mic if I want to talk, as it turns out.
Probably.
Yeah.
I guess at this point, the entire party is just funneling back out.
No. We need to push forward and let's try this one, and I point to the path heading south.
Okay.
We need to stop this stuff from happening, and it's got to be in here somewhere.
If it's alive, could you like,
Clearly, the hags
find
were.
where the source of it would be on a living thing?
What's that?
Well, if this thing used to be alive and it's excreting some kind of venom or poison or whatever, then perhaps there's some kind of organ inside of it that's creating this.
No,
Or
I
something
wouldn't think
is, and
so.
it's pushing
If
it
it's
through the
so,
pores.
if this thing has been dead so long it's stone, there's no organs left. Clearly, the hags have been here trying to encourage the stuff, so they had access in here to it somewhere. We just need to find that. And remember that one hag said that they won't break the bonds. So there's stuff going on here. It's got to be in here somewhere. We just got to find it.
They probably have some kind of arcane process that's making this happen, that's being held together somehow by these bonds they referenced. So if we
Hey,
break
so,
through, we
figure
might be
it
able
out.
to stop this.
Ashana, how you feel about that that handy dandy spell you got there?
Which one?
Detect magic.
Yeah, I'll start ritually casting detect magic.
As the 10 minutes pass by, as you kind of contemplating your thought, detect magic goes off. There is nothing magical sourced of that black liquid.
Not
Whatever
magic.
it is, it's purely natural. Natural.
Whatever this is not magical. So it must be a secretion of some kind of creature. And maybe the hags were infusing it with some necromantic energy.
I think, well,
That would
the
make
hags know
sense.
things that no mortals should. So I'm not betting on them being ignorant. Probably is some kind of organ in there that they are controlling somehow.
Well, guess we gotta go find this. Start heading back in?
Let's go.
Into the breach we go.
I love that movie. It's so fucking good.
As we go, I'm gonna be looking for any sort of either precautions that. Never mind. I think first I'm gonna ask if we can maybe dig out like either a trench for this stuff to go into, before it gets to the river, or some way of stopping it from getting to the water.
I don't think we can.
Potentially
It's just like
prevent this.
it's like a river coming out of the mouth. I don't know how we could like, divert that.
Well, it's a bog.
Is it like a river or is
It's
it
a
like a
bog.
slow drip? Like how much is coming out at once? I guess.
Well,
Is there
it's-
just like a torrent of black ichor coming out of this
Yeah,
thing? all the
it's
time?
just a drip inside of the mouth. But as it's slowly dripping, it's kind of building a very faint layer on the bottom of the mouth that's ever so slightly slanted towards the outside, where it's just slowly but surely just kind of just colluding into that outward swamp.
So it's not happening fast.
No. So
I mean,
however
did
much they are
build-
pumping out, that
Yeah.
swamp took God knows how many years to form.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So it's already out there. We can't like.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Then, onwards and upwards. I can try to take lead and look around, make sure that there's no booby traps that the hags left for us.
Why don't I kill my light and us two can scout ahead?
You two have
I'll
night
look
vision.
back at Ashana, Talana, and Bart. Like, you guys cool with that?
I mean, we'll keep our light on. We can't see in the dark.
Yeah. Stay like 10, 15 feet behind us, though.
Okay.
Because I mean, we can. Wait, I can. Can you, Darren?
Yeah, I'm
Ooh, okay.
of the under races.
You're a night walker. Nice.
God damn it.
Okay. So, Zemo and Darren taking up the front this time.
Very big departure from Darren's usual character.
Very much so.
Still behind Sibo though.
As you take the 20 or so steps forward, you just hear the clanking. Zemo goes like, "You first, buddy." If
So stealth checks then.
you want. You don't have to if you want.
I want to stealth.
Right.
So,
I don't want to be clanking too much.
Oh
Okay,
god.
take stealth checks. Anybody who wants to stealth, go ahead and make a stealth check. Shana, still rocking it.
The
Shana and Delana,
cousins.
still rocking it. Hey, Whisper did way better this time.
Nice.
But Darren and Zebo, very calmly and easily, you make your way. You come to an edge where it seems more than one of these lines lead to that room that you've already seen originally. Only in this one, as you round this corner, you see far more smaller holes. This time they're more coin-sized than they are actual foot diameter, including coating the walls, the ceiling, the floor. And there's also more webbing along this wall in comparison to the other.
call me crazy, Sibo, but do you think some of these could be arrow slits?
You're crazy.
Maybe. But maybe
I mean,
it's not.
yeah, I mean, I guess
Maybe
anything's
not.
possible.
Maybe not arrows specifically, but they're definitely.
Yeah, what about like
Could be
poison
something
darts? That sounds like fun.
Could you give a check over with me?
Sure.
Alright,
I'm gonna like very closely put my eye over the hole, but not really. Just like pretending to do so.
Okay. So as you kind of like creep over and kind of just like put your face very close to it.
Yep.
There's a brief instant that you're kind of just like looking through and you're like trying to get as deep into that tunnel in sight as you can before you just see something coming right at you.
Alright.
As you kind of pull back in that one instant, you see this little spider just crawl up.
Oh
I
fuck.
almost kind of wish that was a dart.
And Darren,
So-
you do see that little spider as well that just crawls out of the hole. And Zebo kind of pulls back a little bit from it. It just vanished into some of the weapon.
Oh no. Do you think it's gonna tell its mom or dad? I mean, I don't want to be matronizing or patronizing to the spiders.
Bitch.
That
Matronizing.
depends. Depends if it's chosen of Lolf. I don't think she usually cares about ones that small, though.
Well, I meant like its actual parent, not like a god.
Spiders generally don't care about such things.
Darren, as you're kind of conversing with Sibo a little bit, as you notice that one little spider, you kind of start to get a hang of the sight of it. A couple more from the ceiling. A couple more from the walls.
Oh, this is like a bad fucking nightmare. We don't have a
You
wizard.
start seeing just kind of filtering all towards the large chambered room.
Do you want to go tell the rest of these people what we're seeing? So, because I don't like this.
I think we've done our due diligence. Said that.
Yep. Real quick, were those like dart holes or were they more like a spider hole?
You get the idea that they were spider holes.
Okay. Yep. Nope. Let's go.
Oh my god.
How tall are you, Darren?
I'm like 5'10".
Okay. Sibo's gonna try to run underneath your legs to get out to get out first.
Real big dart. You see both your comrades in a frenzy pushing contest to see who can get out first.
I'm like so confused about this gnome like getting on my balls. Like what the hell? Alright.
But they're both coming out of the hallway in a panic, in a darting panic.
Okay, and
I'm gonna stand still and re-get my composure and be like, oh. So it looks like it just goes over to that spider webbed area thing, and no big deal, but
Just some small spiders going on.
yeah, just a
Spider
couple.
traffic seems to be heavy.
You
That
know,
room we were in earlier.
just a couple hundred.
Spider-sized spiders, so nothing too dangerous.
Is that all we're dealing with? Oh, good. I was worried.
I would turn to Anders and be like, know any fire spells?
Anders,
I already told you that I know
deal
fire.
with some spiders, I know a good way to
missing
do
his
so.
drow.
That's to just incinerate them beyond belief. And
Yes.
For that, and he kind of slaps a hand on the shoulder of Delano, your armor, and kind of goes, I can let you breathe like a dragon and burn them all to hell. Or to the hells. Whichever one you want to send them to. I don't know which one you believe.
That's much better than my idea. I was gonna shoot them all one by one.
He's too low level for
I
fireball,
don't
isn't he?
really understand the significance
we
of
are.
Fuck.
killing the spiders. I mean, we're here to stop this stuff, not be exterminators.
I mean, it's not to say that the spiders aren't the things creating it, and we can't be too sure.
You hear Whisper kind of perk up the and says, if you want, we can just, sneak past them. Not all spiders are hostile on sight.
I'm gonna look at Delana, look at Sibo, look at myself, and just...
I'm just gonna motion for Sibo to come check out this way.
Although I
What
like
are we
the
looking
idea
for?
of not just swinging
Just scouting ahead.
first.
Darren did hear like the chittering from earlier, right? Just,
Let's just get this over with.
You want me to give you
Yeah,
the fire?
Darren's gonna scout ahead. I assume we don't need another stealth.
I'll take
roll.
the precaution of the fire. How long does it last?
A minute, so you're gonna have to tell me when we're gonna do it.
Not now.
I feel like...
Kind of going forward to get a little bit of an overview. You do take notice, getting closer like this as it is, and you start to kind of ever so slightly see the spiders from earlier are just ever so faintly darting around across the webbing in that room.
Is there any sort of like way that they're darting, or are they all like going to
They're
one
just
area?
wildly
just-
doing so.
Okay.
I feel like
This
walking
is the
into
only
their
way
nest
to do.
is gonna make them hostile.
Alright, as the most spider-lined person, I'm gonna walk forward into this room sneakily.
Who's going in after, and who's going in after?
I suppose I'm behind.
Okay.
I'm gonna give
Anders,
him
Anders has to be right next to Delano to give that fire breath.
I am also shaking. That is very apparent to everyone.
clank, 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 clank. I'll be behind Anders, yeah. Yep.
So you approach the room. You would immediately note. Shauna, do you shine your light going or no? Okay. The question. In pitch black darkness, Darren, using your dark vision to keep yourself from vision, you see the spots of black just darting from left and right. And you would see in the far end, there is just one large black figure. I believe it's just outside of your dark vision. Yes, it is just outside your dark vision.
Thanks.
That's.
Doesn't he have 60-foot dark vision?
Oh yeah, you're a drow. That's right. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
So, what you see all the way on the other side of the room is a large, pink-bodied, eight-legged spider with large round eyes, little feeler hairs just all across its body, and it's just coating the wall. Like you see several of the little spiderlings just kind of scattering around and all throughout it. Almost
Do
like
I know
this is a
anything
mama.
about this kind of spider?
This is not one that belongs on this realm per se. It's not a normal giant spider.
Yeah.
A
Not one of
different
the
kind of giant
mundane giant spiders I'm familiar with.
spider. No, it is not. Ah, the little fellow.
It's
Fucking
more like
creepy
a
as
tick
shit.
than a spider.
Right?
And you
Is
just
it-
see it just hugging the wall. It's just hanging on the wall. Almost like it's trying to either protect, nurture, or do something to comfort its little babies.
Is it actually that big or is it bigger?
It's that big. It's
Okay.
5 foot square.
Okay.
Alright.
Whew.
Darren's gonna like hold up a sign to be cautious and then slowly step around the corner to allow
As
him
soon as you step around the corner, you almost freeze in place. As you see on the wall right there beside you, there's another large spider. That as soon
I
as you
can't
step
help
around the
it.
corner and you freeze, it looks at you. And
to
it just stays there looking at you.
Can I look back?
If
Do I
you
see
want.
any sign of recognition with spider eyes?
Make an animal handling check.
Uh-oh.
14. You don't see any instant aggression, but you just see the defensive nature of a creature that's just like waiting for you to make a move before it decides what to do.
Well, I'm just gonna kind of acknowledge it and then back up. And
As
then
soon
I'm
as you
gonna.
take that step back, you see it kind of like move forward towards you before you kind of just back away.
Mhm.
Oh
So-
my god.
I'll go and explain to them.
Poor Wilson.
The room is full of spiders. They're just trying to protect their young, which is strange and kind of foolish for a spider to do, but I'm not going to judge.
Okay.
I want to go blundering.
Did you see
into
any
it.
other ways out of that room, or are we just sort of?
Yeah, there's a door right to the left.
That's a doorway. It's not a door. It's a doorway.
Doorway, yeah. So there's a doorway to the left, but the spiders are pretty well hidden. I wouldn't want to just blunder into one. So I'd say, Sivo, you got a good eye. Go, kind of go forward and make sure that we don't accidentally bump into him. If you keep your distance, we should be fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, nothing can go wrong here. Let's go into the room filled with spiders and who are very well hidden and not touch them.
It's only 10 feet to the doorway. You can slip on through.
Shouldn't the spider
Okay.
whisperer go do that?
10 feet for you and 10 feet for me are very different things.
No, fine.
You go first.
I'm not too plussed about this. So I'm going to walk in. I'm going to examine the square to my east and see if
Okay.
there's any spider-like activity there.
There is no spider activity there, mostly because whatever little spiders have been around have all darted over to your right side, where they are currently kind of just like huddling against their mother, father, whatever that thing is.
All right, I'm going to advance into the square.
Yep.
No, first I'll check to this square.
It seems
I
very
can't-
much
you
like
can't do it.
these little spiders are avoiding you.
All right, I'm going to be careful not to step on any of them and move to this square. And then I'm once again going to check my right square.
Once again, there is no spider there. Seems very much like they just don't want to mess with you. Something has these guys spooked. You're getting the idea of. There's really no other reason why they wouldn't be attacking you otherwise.
Right.
I have two questions real quick. Or I guess it's just one question and then a statement. Do these sort of like hallways look like they were built, or is it more so just like what you would imagine a the windpipe would look like, and then like an artery or something?
Kind of a mix of both. Kind of the idea that it used to be an artery or some sort of some lining of some kind in the flesh on the inside, but has since either been additionally dug out or something has just happened that is kind of widened out to a point.
Okay. And then the statement is, I will not have moved from my spot even after he's gone.
Okay.
Alright, I'm going to investigate the doorway for any arachnid activity.
There is not, and as you look down, you see that the hallway keeps going further down into a turn.
Are there more webs down that hallway?
There are.
Alright, I'm gonna motion the rest over and proceed into this hallway.
I'm gonna get a little bit of a jump scare when he puts his arm out, thinking that it's a spider coming for me. But then I'll realize it was him and come around.
Hands on shoulders, and we all move as one.
As the rest of the party starts to kind of move through, Ashana and Delana, more than anyone, there is a visible reaction as your armor and your equipment kind of starts like grinding and clinking. And there's a genuine couple of seconds where you fear they're gonna come at you. But they just let you be. You walk on by.
This whole time we're gonna be fucking nuts to butts. Like, hands on shoulders, cause I can't see. It's fucking dark in here.
Alright, I'm just gonna be feeling out the way as I go.
As you come out to another chamber where you see another opening to the other side, this one you can barely even tell there are walls. It's coated with white, and it's a different material than the spiders.
Wait, so like what is... Alright, at this point I'm going to like light a match and see if I can investigate a bit closer. See,
How close are you sticking this match to this stuff?
Not close at all, just enough to illuminate, and I'm gonna tell Sibo, come look at this.
Okay.
Does the white liquid look familiar?
It's not liquid. It's just
Okay.
far thicker material. This is not spider. This is not spider webbing. This is not silk. This is not lining. This is something thick and sticky. That's even just like ever so faintly touching it, you feel it maybe start to stick, and you have to actually put some effort to kind of pull your finger off. And you start to notice as you hold up your little match, you do see ever so faintly dotted around the room hairs, legs, occasionally heads of just spiders.
Something blows it out.
Wait, like big head? Or like spider body parts?
Yep.
Like spider-sized ones or like big-sized ones?
Mix of both.
Are they like centipedes or like spiders?
Spiders.
Okay.
Get the inkling that whatever they're afraid of has something to do with this even stickier than ever webbing.
I'm going to say back down the line that whatever's got those spiders spooked is through here.
I'm sure there's nothing.
Okay,
I'm sure
so-
it's just the hag. It was just the hags. They were really mean to these spiders. They trained them to not go near them. And yeah, no, there's definitely nothing beyond here. We'll be fine.
very sneakily peek around here.
Shunk. Darren's gone.
So, is there anything else in this room aside from just like the substance of like spider corpse on the wall?
Give me a perception check real quick.
And did you mention that there were spiders coming out of this room into the hallway?
There are bits of spider pieces just kind of all scattered around here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 20.
And they're not spiders themselves, they are pieces. As you are kind of looking over this, you spot something that you, for a brief moment, don't really believe that you spot. You're like, no, that's dumb. Before, as you look towards the hallway itself, you swear, for the faintest of moments, you can see just the faint outline of a human corpse, just stuck in the wall, beneath this webbing.
I'll motion Sibo over.
I will come just outside the doorway, but keeping a fierce
I'll
look
wave
out.
him closer.
So is this white stuff all around us, like on the floor too, or just the walls?
It is all around. It is coating. And even as you're kind of taking steps, you're starting to realize it's getting harder and harder to take more and more steps. You're starting to enter difficult terrain.
Yikes. Okay, yep, I will come here.
I will, taking the match out again, I'll illuminate that thing I saw. And where's that, in the hallway?
Yep.
Like on the wall, like you can't see my thing, like, but on the wall, like right by the doorway.
It is just past the doorway itself. And
Okay.
as you're kind of looking down the hallway, you eventually notice that there's a shield stuck in the wall.
All right, so
a sword, then a bag, and it just keeps going further and further in.
All right, so I'll tell Sibo to bring everyone else over. Real quick.
Hey guys, it's safe. There's nothing in here.
And then I'll, in contrary to that, I'll take Sibo over to the corpse and I'll take the match out, show it to him, and I'll ask what he makes of it.
Does it look humanoid?
It does. It very much does.
Like humanoid with scales, humanoid with what
it
used
is
to be skin.
completely coated with whatever this sticky material is. You can't even tell. You just see the outline of humanoid.
The progression here is spiders, spider corpses, humanoid corpses.
Yep.
Since we're all kind of like piling into
I'm
this
no
room,
longer taking point.
I'm opening up the slot in my shield so I can see this room.
Okay.
Is there any creatures in here?
Make a perception or investigation. Perception is just looking around. Investigation is actually trying to like get a look.
Just looking around. Where the hell is? There's a delay last time I did it. I don't know why.
Because the internet is fun.
I have really good fucking internet too. There we go.
As you're looking around, there is nothing living in here. I make that very clear. There's nothing living in here. There's plenty of parts. And as you look towards where Darren and Sibo are kind of cautiously looking towards you, you yourself notice the corpse that's just hung on the wall. As you kind of look a little bit further, you can see the ever so faint gleam of what little bit of metal still shines from the shield.
I'm gonna start ritually casting Detect Magic.
Okay. So unless anyone has anything to do for those 10 minutes, staying still in this ever creeping silence. Darren, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Literally for the next 10 minutes, I'm literally just going to stand at parade rest and not get stuck in shit.
Okay. Darren, go ahead and give me a perception check real quick for these 10 minutes. Okay. So 10 minutes go by, and you get off Detect Magic. 30 feet.
Should be sight of the whole room.
As you are in the room itself, there's nothing magical there. But if you were to get close enough to kind of like look at the corpse, you would get the faintest ping of magic further into the room.
The corpse is down here.
The corpse is right here.
Oh, okay.
Then the shield is a little bit farther down. And what you would feel with that ping of your detect magic, and you kind of have to shine the light a little bit of a distance just to get a good look at it. You see what looks like to be the amorphous shape of some sort of weapon in a sheath.
Okay. I'm gonna mention that out to everyone. If you're looking for
Wanna go
goodies,
take it?
there they are. But we need to get them out of this web.
Well, that's what you want to do. Go ahead.
I don't like this web at all.
It's not web.
It seems like web.
It was in that upper room. It's not here.
It seems
Well,
like stickier web.
whatever it is, web is the best word we have for it at the moment.
By all accounts, this does look like spider web to me, right?
You could consider it spider web, but it's so thick
Thick.
and sticky that it just, you can easily say that this is not, but it is akin to spider web.
I think it's more like paste.
So how does this compare to like Lord of the Rings, like Shelob's lair? Like,
That's kind of what I'm picturing in my mind too.
yeah,
what
it-
level
it-
of fancy
roughly
spider web
identical.
are we operating at?
It's roughly identical, but it's not like going across the walls or anything. It's just coating the walls.
okay.
Should we
This
see if
might
it's...
be a mistake. I'm going to attempt to carve that weapon. I'm pulling out my dagger.
Okay.
And I will go very slow and make triple sure that only the blade of the dagger touches this stuff.
Okay.
I am fully accepting if this doesn't work, I am leaving the dagger right fucking there and walking away.
Okay. Since you're doing it ever so slowly, you're being as careful as absolutely possible. You go in, and as you go for the first cut, that's stuck.
Okay, I lost a dagger. Stepping away, that stays there 5 ever. Got it.
Yep. As you let go of the dagger, its weight kind of carries it, where it kind of like falls and slumps against the wall and just sticks with it.
Well, I'm
How wide
curious.
is the passage?
It's still about 6 feet. So it's still wide enough for you to walk through without touching the walls or anything. But you gotta be careful. And at this point, it is difficult terrain, because you're literally having to yank your feet from the ground.
I'm gonna light a torch.
You light a torch, and as it goes off, and it coats the entire area with light.
Like, my shield already does torch light.
Yeah, but in a certain direction. This
Yeah,
also
yeah.
gives you, like, area.
I'm stepping away from a fucking wall, thank you.
Everyone wanna get back in the hall for a minute?
Yoink, done.
I have an experiment I want
Bart
to try.
also, like, dashes out. Whisper dashes out.
Darren's gonna stand and watch the hallway.
Anders is probably backing out as
I'm
well.
gonna be getting myself right there. So if anyone
Steel's
else...
also backing out, just to be safe. Darren, you're just standing in the center?
Yeah, I'm watching to make sure nothing comes out of there.
Okay.
I'm going to touch the torch to this. Well,
Probably
not the
most
torch
perceptive
itself.
person that could be doing it, but someone's got it.
I'm going to be putting the flame to it, not touching the torch directly.
Okay. As you go to put the flame against the webbing, you notice it lights pretty fucking easily. And as soon as you get it close enough to just start incinerating it, as a chain reaction, you watch this go. Just the entire room is enveloped with flame as though it's an inferno. Darren, I need you to make an dexterity saving throw.
Oh, dude.
You literally just watch it's like, oh, it's burning away ever so slowly. Okay, now.
This
Flash
is
burns.
literally like in a Zelda Ocarina of Time when you're in the Great Deku Tree and you like have to light the giant spider webs and it just go done.
Yep.
Yeah. You take 12 points of fire damage as the floor and the walls and all this impending heat just ignites around you. And you try to cover yourself as best as possible, but that was such a fast chain reaction of the webbing that you feel the burns and the scorching just kind of go all over you. But
Darren
you
will
do get
remember that.
you do see a good glimpse that it chain reactions past the doorway, and it just goes all the way through the hallway.
I'm just gonna like look dumbly at Darren like, you chose to stay in there.
You watch as the body just fall to the ground. The dagger, you hear the clicking. You hear the shield just. You see the weapon in the backpack also fall down. The backpack is pretty damn burnt and torn to shit because that was leather.
Darren's gonna just slump to the ground. Is any of my shit burnt?
No, because D&D says everything you have is burned.
Which is can bring up some really awkward situations if that wasn't the case. Like the one time my female character had padded armor.
If I was in
I
a
caught
different
fireball.
edition, I'd be rolling item saving throws right
Yep.
now.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that, but then I saw that wasn't in 5e. I'm like, okay, I guess they didn't want any naked people in this game.
Is the hallway down here burned up too?
Correct.
Yes. You watch as the chain reaction literally followed every last bit that it connected to. You're getting your dagger back. It's hot for a little bit, but thankfully it was such a quick flash fire that it's just like it's just warm to the touch. It's not actually burning by any means.
I'll go collect up the magical items.
Darren's just gonna kind of like be surprised that they like just set him on fire with absolutely no communication whatsoever.
I told everyone to get back in the tunnel, and you stood out there.
Yeah.
You told that to get in the tunnel, not that I'm about to set the room on fire.
I lit a torch.
She lit a torch and said, "I'm going to try something. Get back."
Yeah.
This is the fucking village all over again.
Ashana, as you make your way forward, and you get to about here, when your passive hears some claw-like points just smacking stone. And it does not sound calm. It sounds very unhappy.
Grab the shit. Run back to everyone. Well, I pissed it off.
Yeah, at least we can move now.
How did it sound big, whatever that thing was?
It's hard to tell because of the echo of the chamber itself.
You know what? Oh, shit. 1 second.
So I'm back. Did Bart and Darren get hurt? I mean,
no, just Darren.
Exploding in flames.
I was immolated.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I will attempt to heal Darren. I'm not sure what happened to Bart.
Oh, he's going to do it. I had to look something up real quick. Yeah, he's going to give him a quick cure wounds.
Delana was asking if Sibo can heal Darren or Bart can heal Darren.
Or Bart can do it, yeah.
Okay, I thought I was healing Bart for some reason. I was really confused.
Yeah.
5 to Darren.
This salves the pain of the burn. but not
As
the pain of betrayal.
Ashana, you kind of come back with the weapon, and you're holding it in your hand inside the sheath. You can tell off the bat it's a long sword of some sort.
Yeah.
But as you're kind of holding it and you come back outside the hallway, no one's close enough to see that far. You watch as something comes out of the darkness from behind Ashana and latches onto her back. And it looks exactly like that white substance that she just burned away. And she gets dragged in that single moment as you feel it. You feel your back get hit. And you get yanked 30 feet.
30.
I'm grabbing onto her.
Make a dexterity saving throw for real quick.
So we saw the substance get her, not necessarily something?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, go ahead and give me a strength check.
Fuck.
Oof. As you go, and you do grab onto her, as she yourself grabs back onto you, but whatever is pulling her, pulls her out of your grasp. And Ashana, you'd be the one to notice a large, crab-like creature with pointed stunt legs, with claw-like crabs, just the filament, whatever that is, came out of its mouth, and it's trying to draw you in for a meal.
Oh,
Not a spider.
hell no.
Let's go ahead and roll initiative. That is not a spider.
So that was also kind of bad timing for that phone call, because what I was gonna say just as the phone call came in was that I wanted to take point on the hallway, take a defensive stance, and put my shield out.
Yeah, but
Right.
this happened as Ashana was coming back. This thing was not happening. It's like,
Oh, okay.
bitch.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Yep.
Sorry, Shauna. That required 2 rolls. I can
Right.
only do one at a time.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I'm surprised you got the one, to be honest.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
If it requires rolling dice, my character's kind of useless, so it's just the way it is. Although she has her moments of brilliance, but
She does. Wow, these things were so pissed that they only focus on getting Delana or Ashana, and that's it. But Ashana going last is probably more appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Hey guys, I found some food.
Yeah. Delana, as you watch your friend just get fucking yanked down the hall, it's your turn.
Did you by chance just
Oh,
say
hell no.
these? As in these things?
How big's that thing?
5 feet.
5 feet tall, long?
It's only
Wide?
like 2 feet tall, but it's 5 feet wide.
Alright.
This fucker be big.
Oh wait, this isn't 3rd edition. Is double movement a thing?
Yes.
Yes, dash, but it costs your action.
Oh, and then I have to.
That costs your actions. You have your bonus action if you want it.
Action surge, smacking it in the face.
Is that short rest?
The shield dash?
No action surge.
Action surge. Does that come back on a short rest? Question mark.
Checking.
It does.
Checking.
Short or
Yes,
long
it
rest?
is
Yep.
a short rest.
Yep. Go for it.
So mark that as completed.
Been a while since I played a fighter.
Yeah.
That hits. 5 points of their bludgeoning. Oh, I forgot to put their fire damage on. Whoops. So that'd be that. As you do see, it does have a little bit of burns and scrapes on it from what the inferno that Ashana had enacted.
Unleashed
As
on
you
the
take
two of us.
one big swing and you crack it across the top, and you do see that its outer shell carapace of some kind is starting to crack. But it's still pretty damn healthy. Anders fucking has no idea what's going on, but he can blade song still. Let's go ahead and get that last blade song on. Long rest, yep.
Doesn't he
Still
get
got
it back in a short rest?
Nope, it's long
Yeah,
rest
like
for blade song.
the old
Also, he
way.
gets 2 per long rest anyways. So he got 40 feet. Oh boy. You know what? He sees that you're getting dragged by something. He's gonna try and cut that shit off.
No. Wait a minute. Can I tell him no? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, unfortunately not.
He not ones anyways.
You watch as he goes for the swing, but as his blade comes in contact with it, it doesn't go through. And you see him kind of pulling. Oh, fuck.
And a dagger just stuck in it earlier.
Yeah, but he full swinged that. He
Yeah.
was like, I'm gonna cut right through. Like, I'm not gonna give it a chance to get stuck. But unfortunately, not one. Whisper. He's got nothing else to do besides get through and fucking clog up the hallway, because he's got nothing else. Bart. He's not gonna clog up the hallway, but he is going to try and Bardic Inspiration. Oh, he can do either of you. Let's see. Who are we gonna Bardic? Shauna. He's gonna get Bardic Inspiration to Shauna. Hopefully to get herself out, whatever that stuff is. Sibo.
I'm gonna move behind Bart and send out a fairy fire to behind the crab creature to around here. So a 20-foot square starting from here.
Do you have to see the spot? Because I think that's out of your dark vision.
I do have 60 feet of dark vision. If that, I have to do it within 60 feet.
Any of your choice. Yep, doesn't even need vision. I was more so asking for vision.
Okay. I do have vision, though. I mean, there are people in the way, but...
Just barely put it past him.
Yeah.
So 20 feet. Oh god, that's gonna get more people.
It's not a radius, it's just a 20-foot square.
I know. I actually like, because that's what I do here. I have prepped a bunch of
Cones.
sizes. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I did that.
Only see part of it, but damn.
That looks like radius. I think it should just be like a 4x4.
What does it spell say?
It does say 20-foot cube, so I think it is 4x4.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a spot. It's not a zone.
Auto
Oh,
zone.
not letting me delete it? Awesome. So, fuck you. Ah. I'll break the stuff.
And then any creatures in that area have to make a dexterity saving throw.
So, Delana still has to make it.
Am I able to send it a little bit farther down?
No, because that's literally 60 feet. Right there is 60 feet.
What do I
10
need?
feet right there.
Okay. Dexterity saving throw?
Yep, dexterity saving throw. Pretty sure that makes it,
DC
so Delana's okay.
15.
Yeah.
So that's good.
That creature's okay. Yep. Unfortunately, that creature makes it with a 20.
Alright. That's a me.
Okay. That creature is going to pull back. So, Delana, go ahead and take your attack of opportunity.
Is that white mucus stuff still here, or did that all burn away?
It all burned away, but this thing is still shooting from its mouth right now. That's still connected to Ashana.
Yeah,
At
just
this
double
moment,
checking if we're
can
still in
Delana see into
difficult
that
terrain.
room?
Huh?
Can Delana see into that room?
Oh, yeah. Fair enough. That's a fair point.
So I'm
Just
still
checking
holding
if
onto
we
a
were still in
torch.
difficult terrain, because I'm not sure if we are or not.
Oh, not anymore. No, it all got
Because
burned
it burned away.
God,
Gotcha.
no,
Yeah.
no, it all burned
Okay.
away. You're not in difficult terrain anymore.
Cool.
Lana, as you take the swing, unfortunately, you just hit the back of its carapace. Unfortunately, no effect. But
Okay.
what it's going to do is it's going to keep trying to pull Ashana along. So, Delana, I need you to make a strength saving.
Me or Delana?
Delana, this is to see if she stays her place and blocks Ashana from getting pulled in. As you watch as its mouth, you see its frontal claws grab onto it and yank as it pulls that filament. You turn around on instinct and you position yourself to steady, not letting Ashana go through and not letting this creature get its way. Its buddy isn't happy about that. So it's gonna crawl right in front of you, or right beside you.
Did it make a saving throw?
It did make a saving throw. They both
Shit.
got 20s. I'm not even kidding. They both got 20s.
Is that some
Aw.
sort of magic where you make two rolls happen the same, one after the other?
Trust me, when I saw that they both came out 20, I was like, I didn't roll twice. So I
Pure
see the
effect.
roll 20 chat, and I see, yeah, they did. Like, wow, okay.
Holy cow.
You watch as it just goes and tries to pincer you right off the bat. It connects with your leg, but it doesn't actually get any purchase. Fortunately, no damage. Darren.
Alright, I'll run up, and seeing as there are 4 people in the hallway ahead of me,
Yep, it's
I
close.
don't think my bow's gonna do too well.
Yeah, unfortunately, they're gonna have 3/4 cover at least.
At least, wow, that's generous. I'd thought I'd just auto hit one of these 4 people in front of me.
If you get a nat 1, you will. I'll tell you that.
That's quite generous of you, sir. But all the same, I'm not gonna fire down that hallway. So, what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to use my arachnid empathy to try to create a distracting vibration, try to convince them that there's another enemy in the room with them. Minor illusion. So I'm gonna put one like just about, like, you can't see, but this, for some reason it's not letting me do the like point thing, but basically in the square to the bottom right of this one next to Delana.
Okay. I'm gonna double check something real quick on these guys.
They don't have ears. Dun dun dun.
Funny you should say that. They do not seem affected by the audible sound of sorts.
Alright, well, that's my turn done then.
Okay. Ashana.
Okay. So this fucker still has me attached with this stuff.
Yeah. Delana's just keeping you, like, literally, it's trying to pull you, and you're feeling like your back is, like, just getting yanked the entire time, while Delana's just keeping you from going further.
Okay, I'm gonna quickly shove the things that I picked up into the bag of holding.
Yep, okay.
And then I'm going to take the torch to my back where it's connected
Okay.
and light that shit on fire.
Okay. It's just going to make a dexterity check real quick. That's gonna fail. So go ahead and roll 2d4 for me. Watch that flame just go across like a rapid flash fire, and you see it writhe and screech in wild pain before it just returns its sight to you. You are free. I would say that did cost your action.
Cost my action. Shit.
I would say, because you have to pull out the torch and
I was still holding
try not
on to the
burn your
torch.
hair. Yeah, try not to burn out your hair.
Fair. Okay, on that one. Um. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay where I'm at, I guess.
Okay. Solana, if you're there.
I am here. Okay. If I go out to attack, I can free everyone else up to help. If
Yeah,
I
that's
do
probably-
that, I expose Ashana to more danger. I can't have that.
Yeah, clog in the hallway.
I did just light this fucker on fire with a torch, though.
Yeah. So she's free at the least.
Yeah.
Okay, here's what I'll do. Moving up 5, and then I'm going to quickly double check a wording. Okay, when you take the attack action, doesn't
Yeah, you have to
specify I
attack.
have to actually.
Attack first.
The important part here is I just have to attack. I don't
Yeah,
have
you don't
to
have to
hit.
You just gotta hit. You just gotta swing. Yeah, you just gotta swing. That does hit though.
Cool. And I'm
Have it.
shoving that thing back in the corner.
Go ahead and make an athletics check. Wow, these things don't want to go well at all. Shove. You get a good crack on top of the head and push it away, back into the corner. Anders going to fuck.
That's an inappropriate time.
Right? I'm the one behind him, so no.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's right behind you, so he's gonna give you a tap on the shoulder. Here's some dragon's breath. Burn those fuckers.
That's
Fire
better than
burn-
Toll the Dead.
If fire burned their webbing, burn the fuckers. That's his bonus action, and he's got literally nothing ranged for action-wise otherwise. Yep. So that's all he's got. Whisper literally can only fire a bolt, but now with Ashana off, he's gonna go for it. He's gonna try and go for it. Alright, Whisper, there you are. Why not? Let's go for it. No sneak attack, but might as well try. With the AC boost, unfortunately not. That's all he's got. Bart still doesn't want to clog the hallway, but at this point he's way too far to do much of anything at all. Like, literally anything. Fuck it, he's gonna come back, he's gonna slap another Cure Wounds in you, Darren.
Nice. This is a very capable coachman.
That gives you up to full, literally.
Neat.
Ashana still has Bardic Inspiration, so he can't give another one. Okay, Sibo. Sibo!
Yeah, I'm not sure what my play is here.
I know, the clogged hallway.
Wait, where? Oh, see, was way the fuck back there. I'm like, I don't even see him on my map.
Yeah.
I had to scroll
yep.
up.
Yep. That's me all the way back here.
Yeah, clogged hallway. Really annoying.
I'm gonna keep an eye on this doorway,
Okay.
and just make sure that the spiders don't think that they're like safe all of a sudden,
Okay.
and try to come after us.
Those spiders are probably roasted too. Well, no, because how did? All right,
I don't
let me riddle you this one. How did the fire not backflow and burn all them if there were webs on the
Because
walls?
spiderweb
And
is
that
not
way too?
flammable. This stuff instantly flash fired. You actually have to kind of hold up a little bit against spiderweb to actually ignite it. This shit just went done
Got
and
it.
gone. That's how flammable this shit is. These things. Alright. Yeah, no, it's still pissed at Ashano. It's gonna shoot its. Actually, no, because you burned the fuck out of its face. Let's see. 10 and above.
Give it
Doesn't
some
go for it. 9
heartburn.
and below goes for it. But doesn't go for it. So instead. It's gonna. Yeah, no, it's just gonna go straight for Ashana. Gonna move to the back over here, and it's gonna shoot its adhesive filament right at Delano. And since you are aware of this, I need to make a strength saving throw. As it connects with you, you are, by technical reasoning, grappled, but does not get to pull you all the way back. You are stuck in place by technicality.
Ash, this would be a great time to burn it again.
Mm-hmm.
The other one's gonna try to get a claw at you. Whoops. 10 points of slashing damage, just barely got it. Jesus. As he uses that one moment of distraction to get right in that chink of armor and just crushes in against your flesh before you just beat it off with your shield. Darren.
Alright.
Clogged hallway.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I get to here, I'm gonna look to my left and see if there's a spider there.
FYI, going through a teammate is difficult terrain, so it's 10 extra feet.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. Going through a creature's space, if you are available to do so, is 10 extra feet. Or sorry, 5 extra feet.
Okay, I wasn't aware of that. Let me recalculate. So, 10, 20, 30,
And
40.
because there's technically no space you can stop in there, unless you dash, you're not getting through.
Yeah, it's a real shame that people decided to group up.
I know, clutter the hallway.
Huh.
So you could dash, get in the room, and take a
Side.
Yeah, but I don't
right-
want to dash in and get yanked or shanked. So I'm just gonna stay here until mobility improves.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Shauna.
Let's. I'm gonna move in.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Oh wait, am I allowed like one thing? I would like since I can see and I'm in range, I'd throw a hex on the hurt one.
Okay.
Can I like bonus action light the
And strength
web?
again.
Okay. Yeah, since it's not on you this time, it would be a bonus action.
Okay, so I want to bonus action light this web.
Dexterity saving throw. It does make it this time, so go ahead and roll 2d4. Ooh, that was a good roll. Good thing you got the half. You watch as it does cut its filament a little early, but it's still just close enough connected by proximity that burns it ever so slightly. While Delano's armor just protects her entirely.
And I'm just going to breathe fire.
I'm gonna guess at the hurt one and not towards Delano.
Yeah, the hurt one. The one who's been trying to fucking grab me.
So, dexterity saving throw. What's your save? Doesn't matter. It got an 18.
I was say, is it my save or is it Anders'
It's
save?
yours. If it's not a caster, it is the caster save. If it is a caster, it's their save.
Oh,
It's
okay.
3d6.
So slash roll 3d6. Fuck
Ooh.
me.
2 points of damage. You are starting to watch as the carapace shell on his back is starting to kind of dry up and crack. Like it's getting there. Slowly but surely. So you've got 10 more feet if you want it.
Nah, I think I'm gonna stay there. Nah, fuck it.
Lana.
Let's go here.
Okay. Lana, it is your turn. Unfortunately not. You try to go for the swing, but it skitters out of the way just in time.
Yeah, that's me. It's already in the corner.
Okay. Anders now actually has an opportunity to do something. The one that's already hurt. It's hurt, so he's gonna give it a stab. Give it a stab. That was a bad stab. The whisper, can you make that? You cannot make that. You can make this one. That was a really bad stab. It's busy with a lot of Bart, still clogging up the rear. Darren's already full, everyone's already full, he can't get there, or at least he doesn't want to get into the line of fire. He doesn't want to clog for you, because that'd be 5, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, he wouldn't be able to make it. Okay. He's just gonna get right behind you, Anders, and just kind of like push you along. You're like, go get him! Sibo.
Did I see anything start to come through this hallway at all?
Nope.
Okay. I'll just run up behind Bart, still looking behind me, making sure nothing tries to get us from behind.
Okay. This one's gonna go snip snip on Anders, because he's starting to piss him off. Snip snip, Anders. Damn, that's a harder hit. 12. And snip snip to Lana. No. In your high seat. Darren.
Alright, now that the congestion has abated, I will
Have long
boldly
last.
stride forward. But not too boldly. So, once again, once I get to here, can I see any like spider in the corner?
Nope. It seems like it's just these two things.
Alright, well then I'll position myself here, and I'll take a shot at the hexed spider.
Okay. Okay.
And that will be a critical hit.
All that congestion
So-
finally paid off.
Does that double the dice on the hex as well? I would assume so.
Yeah, because the dice
Yeah.
roll. Yeah.
Okay, so that.
Did it not do it on its own?
No, I just pressed it twice.
Huh. Normally it does it on its own. Weird. Oh well.
No.
Well, it's double the dice, so we rolled it twice, unfortunately. That's why that's an issue.
Oh yeah,
You rolled
just
a 9.
just subtract my bonus once.
Well, no, you rolled a 9. That's 18. Plus 4, 22. Go ahead and roll your d6. This also gets doubled, so 6.
And another one.
Well, no, it's just a 3. It's doubled the dice.
Did it? I can't see that on my end.
No. It's doubled the dice. So you roll once and you double that number.
Wait. I thought it doubles the dice, meaning it.
It's
you
how
roll
he's
dice
doing it.
twice.
It's how he's doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It can be interpreted both ways.
So, alright, in that case, I don't know how much.
Actually, no. Good question. How the hell am I? How did my nat 20s actually work out? I'll just do it by that because I think that's actually the first nat 20.
I don't remember.
This is
going
the
back to
first
chat.
critical I've seen.
That's what I'm saying. Is I'm pretty sure that I'm actually not even kidding. I think those are the first criticals we've had all game.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I think so.
Well,
I
I'm
haven't
on.
seen one.
It doubles the dice. Okay, no, it doesn't double the roll. It doubles the dice. All right, so go for it. Double dice. Okay, so 9, 7, 15, 4, 19, plus 8, 27.
Alright. So,
29 plus your... oh, no, you don't have Hercules Curse on it, so 20. So. Fuck. Damn, that's a crit.
so I take aim, shoot
go-
my bolt, pierce it straight through its head.
Or at least you try to. As you watch as it impacts directly in the head, and you do hear it cry out in ever pain. But in one moment, you almost watch it kind of flex, and that carapace snaps off of its back and cracks off, shattering like a shell of an egg. And you see plump, fleshy insides just kind of pulsing and bleeding with ooze. Kind of similar to that filament stuff. But it does not look happy at all. That thing is barely standing. Yeah, bonus action if you want it.
Let's see here. Do I have anything that could just finish it off right now? Nope. Alright. Will remain a shot.
Okay. Ashana.
Oh shit.
This fire thing, is it a cone that it does?
Yes, it is a cone. It's a 15-foot cone.
God damn it. So I'm just gonna like... Well, is there any more webs down this side?
No.
Just
whatever was
checking.
Connected, flash fire.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay. So I'm just gonna walk up to this thing and angle it like down this way and just close range roast it.
Yep. You don't even have to roll because it literally will die no matter what.
Yeah.
As you spit fire on it, there is a moment though when you watch as the fire engulfs it. As it's burning to death, you hear the cries of pain and his body rising and grinding, and you can see the flesh on the inside of the carapace is now kind of like scorching and cracking up as it just falls to the ground with a heap of flames. Death.
Good, good. Step over it. And come over there.
Okay. Bonus action.
Don't really have anything for bonus action.
Delano.
Smash.
Hulk smash. Hulk not smash.
Nope.
Nothing bad happens. This thing's a bug.
It's not so hard to crack a lobster. Come on.
Poor Delon.
Cheers. Go stabby stab it. Stabby stab it. That's the wrong roll.
Stabby.
That's the wrong roll. That's the right roll. That's a good stabby stab. That's a very good stabby stab. As you watch his blade go right into it, as he pulls back out, you hear that cracking sound of the carapace like on the other one. As you see the fleshy insides of it as well. Whisper. Go for that. Worst stabby stab. That stabby stab was a fail. Bart, no longer congested. Let's go. Oh shit, Delon, you need healing. Here's a cure wounds. Take the worst cure wounds I can possibly give you with 5 hit points.
Cool.
And Ashana still has Bardic, so she can't do anything. Woo, Sibo. Is that 30 feet? That was 30 feet, that's all he's got.
I will take my dash action and go through Bart's and go around here.
Okay.
And that'll be me.
This thing kind of cowering in the corner, but it doesn't have another choice. Anders broke its shell off, so he's gonna be mad at Anders. Wham! That's a bad hit. 9 points of damage, and that's all it's got. Baron! Just beating up a bug in the corner.
If I move here, I can shoot through them with no issue, right?
It would have half cover just because it's low on the ground and there's a bunch of people surrounding this fucker now.
Alright, so first I'm going to raise up my hand to the dead one.
Yep.
I'm going to draw out of it this blue curse. And I'm going to direct that into the other one.
Bonus action move Hex over.
And then I'm going to shoot my bolts at it.
Just barely misses. You take the shot, and in between, you watch as it just kind of just barely misses between its legs.
Hey, I forgot to ask, but do I get the bolts back from the hag earlier?
We can say you did, yeah.
Alright.
We can easily say you did. Because those were not broken. These, a couple of these would start breaking because they're hitting hard carapace. Was that everything? Oh yeah, bonus action. You got your movement. Okay. Shana.
Toll the Dead?
Playing with fire here. And it paid off with a 12.
Let's see here. Where's my little clicky click? That's my backpack. Look. Yes. Fucking 4.
Hey, DM, I have to head out. Sorry. Firebolt anything that comes your my way.
Okay, yeah, I figured as much. That's I was trying to show. I was trying to hurry this for that very reason. It's all
Yeah.
good.
And then I will healing word Anders.
Okay. Holy fuck. Life domain, yay.
Right?
Delana. Beat the bug in the corner. Hey, there you go. Wow, that's dual-handed though.
Yeah. And then I'm actually gonna take the shove action and continue to like squish this fucking thing against the wall. Make sure
Yeah.
it knows its fucking
Take
place.
its lunch
so it
money.
can get fucking squished.
You're just keeping it in the corner. Just beat it. And give me the lunch
Yeah.
money.
Actually, it kind of feels like to me it almost feels Spartan in a way. Just attack, move, attack,
Attack.
move.
Just keep pushing it back.
Yeah.
Don't give it a chance. Bart, do you have anything ranged? Alright, you've got your Mrs. Mockery because that's all you really took.
Mhm.
You also got Thunderstep, but, you know, let's not Thunderstep right now.
No.
Please no.
Sure. Let's just Mrs.
If
Mockery.
he wants my dagger to throw, he can use it. But
Nat 20 on the wisdom saving throw, so nothing happens. Sivo's just gonna firebolt the fucker. Where's your firebolt? There's your firebolt. Nat 20. God damn
Damn.
it, Sivo. Not that good a roll. 6. But you do watch as the fire impacts against it. It seems to hurt that fucker way worse than it really should. It's just screaming and crying in pain. Delana, you hit it. Snip, snip. Snip, snip.
what do you mean
21?
snip, snip? 21 is my armor class.
8 points of slash range.
Say it's going to snip snip on you.
Aaron.
Realizing that Darren is not going to get any kind of shot on that one, He's going to peek over here.
Okay. So as you kind of look past that chamber, you do see what can only be described as a large carved out room where in the dead center there's almost this ritual-esque podium of some kind. And in there is this beating. You could call it a boulder for the fact you can see it's beating with life.
It's the organ that I theorized.
Ashana.
Tried and true, but not really true. Told the dead. On the last thing.
11.
It's finally working.
How does it die?
Max damage!
You did
Finally.
kill it. As you watch it crying out in pain from the flames and all its fury, it's hurting the body, it's hurting the mind. You watch just slump onto the ground as the flames start to kind of peter out a little bit on it.
Good. Good.
And
I call back and say I found the organ.
And as the discovery of whatever it is these hags were up to, the death of these strange crab-like creatures, we'll pick up there next week. Finally getting to whatever it is that is making this black substance.
Ash, can you patch me up?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that real quick if you want, yeah.
I'll actually use my healer's kit on both of them.
Okay.
And
is that like a short rest thing?
I was gonna say, do you have the healer feet? I think you just have the medic one, no?
I have both.
Oh, you do have both, okay.
Yep. So first one to Delana, and second one to Ender.
Okay. Make sure to be marking those uses on the kit because that one is actually important.
Yeah, each one has 10.
It is 10. I thought it was 20.
What is it?
Am I wrong?
I don't know either. I could have swore it was 10, but I could be wrong on it. It's been a while since I've actually looked into it.
It is 10.
Okay.
This has been some good fun. I really like going through the spider room.
You guys were so fucking like cautious about it. I'm just like, it's just spider.
I gave Delana PTSD as a DM.
So
I'm always like super cautious whenever it describes like something just appearing that I didn't see previously. Right now.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm like,
know,
okay, now that happened, I'm going to check every square before I enter.
Oh, I also love to that you just step to the side. I'm like, spider, right there. Oh, I love it.
Yep.
Some great moments.
Delana and one of his characters did something similar. Went through a wall because he could swim through fucking stone, and the creature had tremor sense. And the moment he popped out of the stone, shunk.
Yeah, these things. By the way, just to tell you, these things cannot hear and they cannot see visually. They see via heat and they feel via the tremors in the ground as well. It's not any tremor sense. It's just they mostly feel via their webbing. But since you burned away their fucking webbing, all they could rely on was heat.
I mean, that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to like make tremors to distract them.
Oh fuck, that was good. That was good. Fuck them spiders. God damn it. As a player, I don't like him. As a DM, I love him.
I think it was really funny. The whole congestion thing that happened there was like, oh yeah, I got a ranged weapon.
Oh, absolutely. I obviously I made it so it'd be congested for a little bit, but you guys congested so quickly. I'm like, okay, all right, let's clean this up. Let's clean this up.
Yep.
I was getting a big kick out of everyone playing up their characters' fear of the spiders, and like, because like, that's not an aspect that we normally do in D&D is like fear.
Yeah. Normally people go like, oh, there's spiders. All right, we keep going.
In contrast, I really tried to like show that Darren wasn't afraid, since he's a half drow. He's not particularly
I would
concerned
say
with spiders.
you were afraid of
Right.
the unknown. You weren't afraid of the spider. You were afraid of the unknown.
Well, I mean, spider. Whether you have arachnophobia or not, you don't want to like stumble into a spider.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
big.
Yeah.
Especially that big of one. Like,
Oh yeah.
oh my god. Like, that's just no.
Well, next week you guys finally get to figure out what the fuck is going on and see what happens.
Yeah.
I cannot wait. Took
Same
only
here.
3 weeks to fucking get here.
I know,
Where I
right?
was hoping would get in like a week and a half.
It happens.
It always happens. It always happens. It's like, oh, this is a one session thing. Goes on for literally 2 months. Like, cool. That always happens, huh?
I am fully expecting that other hag to show up. I am fully fucking expecting it.
Uh-huh.
Well, we can only wait and see. So,
Fucking
until
hags.
next week, you guys, I cannot wait because
Yeah.
I want you guys to see what's gonna happen here.
Me
It's
too,
gonna be
man.
great.
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
All right, see you guys.
Well, have a good one.